I'll tell you when it's live.
Here we are.
And scene.
Focus.
And I never changed the title, so I'm going to do that right now.
Right. Let me just
Oh yeah, somebody might
point this up in
bitch.
my beauty here.
Somebody will bitch. I got bitched out already.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. I had a
Change the title.
I had the
guys aren't
comment on
playing
my tongue
pub?
and everything, and I was like, "You fucking nerd!" All right,
I'll
I'm
log in and change the title because
Yeah, we got to change the title of the stream. Anyway, welcome,
we're live.
welcome stream to D&D 5th edition, The Forgotten Prince. We have all our players here tonight. We won't be here next week for anything because we're going to Florida.
Someone's going on vacation.
Hell yes.
Lucky bastards.
And it's well, they're going to Florida though in summer. That's really not lucky.
Oh, it is.
That's lucky
It's
because
not-
it ain't
it's not- it's not
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania in summer.
It's
Yeah,
right.
exactly. That's just it.
Yeah, it's hotter and more humid.
And there are giant saltwater fish to catch.
See, this is the truth right there.
And you
Okay.
test your manhood by going out and getting sunburned, and being like, "Fuck you, son! I'll get cancer."
I
first
will
before
have
I
a-
leave."
I'll have a-
You see this? You see this?
I've gamed for so many years. I've seen that a lot.
There'll be
Okay?
5-gallon
I will-
buckets of
called
copper
white.
tone right next to me, and I'll just dunk. Bloop.
This is called Sunblock 30 on a daily basis.
I do have to sunblock.
I've seen Drew get sunburnt in April.
Yeah,
Straight up
it doesn't
sun-
take much.
And what was really crazy is with the wind off of Erie, it was like 45 degrees. So
I wish it was a good trait, but it's not.
Sun
Yeah,
slash
Drew.
windburn.
Drew, you're
say-
Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah.
This is true. Right, so we left off last time. Ulfgar ascended to the halls of Morden and is dead.
He is not dead. He's resting.
Well, he's dead.
His insides were on his outsides.
You guys collected his hammers, and a guy, the gladiatorial master guy, led you guys back to. What are you doing, Thor? What'd you see?
I heard it too.
He's trying to attack mommy again.
There might be a bird back there or something, like up on the roof.
Oh, fireworks.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Really? We just had the 4th.
That's what that is.
Because they're stupid.
I'm
Which
gonna
means
put 'em in
all
straight.
through the rest of the yeah,
Go great.
So
rest
we,
of the month is
yeah. So we had we ended in the room here, just in front of what looks like the lair, or the entrance to a lair, or a hallway to a lair somewhere. The guy has decided to stop escorting you and told you it's right up there. Go ahead. And that is where we left off.
okay.
I'm waiting for her to get back.
I think Addie did, Matt.
Well, we can handle some business here. Aegis,
Yes, sir.
since you're a hooker and blowing it,
Is she still alive?
Shield.
yeah, we'll say wherever
I
you.
would break her.
I think you're still in the tavern or whatever.
Alright.
All of a sudden, everybody just stands up, looks at you, and says, "You need to go this way." And a guy stands up and gets in front of you and starts walking out the door.
Wait, what? Some dude just says, I gotta go.
Everybody in the tavern literally stopped doing exactly whatever they were doing and turned and looked at you all at once.
Mhm.
And they all said together,
All eyes on me.
"You need to go this way." And then the one guy walked in front of you and started walking out the door.
Alright, am I armed? Am I wearing armor?
Oh yeah, you're just you're Aegis.
Alright, I grab somebody's drink as I'm walking out and finish it.
Okay, they just stare at you the whole way out.
Yeah.
As you,
Brought a drink.
as you get out of the tavern, everyone is looking at you.
Your people.
Okay.
They're chanting, Aegis. No, they're not chanting.
Ages.
Well, that's some horse shit.
I'll just growl. This is what a champion looks like, and just walk out.
That's a perfect answer.
Halfway across the city, the mage just rolls
So
her
weird.
eyes. Finally just
You
peeks
feel it.
somewhere.
I'm used to thralls looking at me. I
Oh
accept
my
this.
god.
I accept this.
So you're following that guy. Everyone else, the guy that's escorting you, says, your other member will be here shortly. I must go. Immediately. And he just...
What did he look like? Have I seen this guy before?
No, this is just some random Yonti that's guiding you. He doesn't look like he's aware of what's happening. Oh, yeah. He doesn't look like he's aware of what's happening at all. He's just kind of... Shh, shh, shh.
I clean my tusks.
Yeah, no one's taking notice. They're just staring at you.
Of course not. All right, I'll look around.
Yeah, I'll do notes later. Never mind.
So I guess I'm supposed to wait here and wait for them. That you said.
No, he was taking you to us.
Yeah, he's...
So you're supposed to follow him.
But he scurried away. He said.
Yeah,
no,
follow him.
ours.
No, the guy at the group. The guy that escorted them to the lair. He's scooted away.
All right, I will follow. Because obviously they need me.
Yeah, so after some time, you go through the Great Hall, you go through the parts, but everybody that you pass is literally staring at you.
Oh, I totally give everyone the what's up.
Yeah,
look, too.
all hustle and bustle is... Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know I'm cool.
The what's
Yeah,
up?
it's totally the look I'm giving.
Why don't you roll a perception check at a disadvantage since you're enamored in your glory.
Do you have perception unlike me?
I see everything I need to see. Because I'm the one eye. Alright, I rolled a 12 plus. Let me see here. You said
Perception's under wisdom. Good luck.
I got a high wisdom.
Okay.
My wisdom is, I got a +2. So
The
yeah.
intelligence is not so keen.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, I got a 14.
Yeah, you don't...
So I gotta roll 2 of those then, right?
You have to roll 2. Yeah.
Ah, and a 16.
But you're
So I
taking...
guess
You take the 14. So you don't notice anything. You just notice that everyone's staring right at you.
Yeah, well, I don't think anything of it.
Yep.
It's not often they see a physical specimen like myself.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'll even flex a little bit. I'll strut.
Yeah, they don't even flinch.
It's fine.
Somewhere ages as being an idiot. Better get here soon.
My ears are ringing.
So you keep going. You pass the arena. You see the...
We feel
In
him
my
being
mind, I'm
weird.
so cool.
Oh, yeah, you would feel like, oh, man, these guys, they know what's up.
Absolutely.
He does the yellow Cool J.
Yeah. Woo! But you pass the arena. Everybody that's around the arena is staring at you still. Everyone's not moving. They're all just looking at you.
That's fine. Let's keep going.
This is all right. Everything's all right.
So he takes you...
Dude, from where I'm used to this shit. In fact, I probably
True.
think I'm probably gonna go fight something. I'm perfectly fine with this.
Well, you're going to fight something. So he takes you into the arena, goes underneath it, takes you down this hallway. You get the very just strong stench of death in this hallway. And
Smells like home.
he's just kind of cruising along. And then he stops and he stands aside. Doesn't say anything.
Are there any dead bodies?
Oh, no. It's just in the
Okay.
air.
Right.
It's the musk of the tunnel.
I miss
Are
you,
there like
boss.
are there can I see like gladiators or anything, or
Yeah.
how's this set up?
It's just you and the Yonti right now in a dark tunnel that smells like death.
A lich queef.
So just another Friday night.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I look at the auntie. Who am I supposed to kill?
he just looks down the hallway.
Speak to me, Snake Man.
Sorry.
He's,
I can't handle it. It's just-
go.
That's what I'm doing.
He just
Wait,
he just stands there.
Snake Man. If you're deceiving me, I shall kill you. Just know this. And I
do
walk
not-
away.
It should be you who's scared of death, young orc.
We all die of something.
The auntie scoots off.
Stupid Snake Man.
So you come along. You can hear up ahead of you that there's people. You see a, I believe he was an elf. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think he was an elf.
so.
You see an elf scurry by. He doesn't even look at you. He just, and he's kind of in a hurry.
Stupid elf. All right, I'll keep walking.
What a dick.
Okay. So you guys eventually you get up to the hallway here, and it's a little opening chamber. And you see Hades, Savari, Kratos, and Addy.
What did you guys do?
Do you feel like, where the hell were you?
Drinking?
Oh, you're an idiot. You let me go off with Savari, and you don't even protect me. What kind of shield are you?
You're whole. You didn't get hurt.
Just an eyebrow goes up like.
How do you feel like fighting a Dracolich?
What?
A Dracolich.
Does it bleed?
No, it doesn't. Actually, it's undead.
Then it shall be a worthy challenge.
It's what Artemis.
If you're lucky, it might pus.
It's what Artemis is.
Ooh.
The dragon that controls the city.
Oh
my god.
Why are we killing him?
Um.
Because your plan didn't work. That's why.
What?
And now you need ages to kill something.
Never mind. Adi.
Yes.
Do we have any healing potions in case
I'm fine. I don't
you
need
go
healing.
down? Shut up.
Yeah, we should be fine. We're good.
We need to make sure we have healing potions in case our healers go down.
Did you place bets on us?
The tournament's over. You missed it.
So then why are we doing this in an arena?
Because that's his lair is under the
Who
arena.
said any?
Why does everybody know about it?
Because we want drinking and whoring.
Drinking.
Ugh, drinking. How much money do I owe these people?
I don't know. They didn't ask
Alright.
me.
Alright, I'll take
I'm
care of
opening
it.
the
They
door.
were the cheap horse.
So
They didn't ask for any money.
there's a
It's
little.
because it's an honor to sleep with this.
We call them sluts, not whores.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I need to get my good terminology.
Roll
I'll teach
perception.
you. Oh god, really? Roll perception?
Yep.
I hate you.
It's my favorite roll.
7!
That was dumb.
I'm sorry, 6!
12.
15.
Let's see. 18.
Looks good.
Was that for me as well?
Yep, everyone.
Shit. Oh, 6.
That's because you spent your money on ale and whores.
So the 18 and 15, which is Addy and Savari, you guys
Oh,
here,
yay.
down at the other end of the hallway there's the opening that leads to wherever you need to be going, apparently. You hear the slight shh, shh.
Something moving.
Yep. And if you look,
Yeah.
you see a very, very faint green glow at the end coming down.
Is it a deathly glow?
Oh yeah, it's very ominous.
I'll be like, everybody, shh, shut up, look. And I'll point it out so everybody can see, because if not, it's just Savari and I staring at the green glow.
Take a look.
Seen almost fire.
Okay, so
I'm gonna kind of hold my hand up and say, "Stay here. Let me take a look."
okay.
And I'm gonna stealth like a motherfucker up there.
Stealth like a motherfucker.
It's my highest skill. Weirdly
And
enough.
while he's doing that, I'm gonna cast Fiendish Vigor on myself, which gives me 28 temporary hit points.
Okay.
25, Drew.
Nice.
As far as you know, you are the knight.
As far
Magus.
as you
Gonna
know.
slink up to the door.
Okay.
Magus.
It's just a hallway opening. It's not really a door. It's just, and you can hear it even more clearly now, and the light's brighter. It looks almost as if it's a dragon eye that's coming at you.
Oh. Okay. I will move to the side and just keep an eye on it.
Okay, it's continuously moving towards you. It's getting louder, louder. And the light's getting bigger and bigger, and eventually you see a guy in a very nice black and white tux with a top hat on, and he's dragging his foot, and he's holding a lantern.
Sweetie.
He's holding a lantern out, and on the lantern, hey,
Oh, I can't see what it says.
what do we get? We got a follow. I can't read who it is. Thank you so much for the follow. It's so tiny that I can't read from over here. We're not under fire either. Just
Yeah,
so
no, this
everyone
isn't
knows, those
pub.
are fireworks, and we're not in pub right now.
Or Fallujah.
But yeah, too soon. So you see a guy dressed like that, and he's holding a lantern, and on the lantern, in the front where the light would project on each side, is what would make the light look exactly like a dragon's eyeball, and it's projecting the light out, and he's just and he looks right at you, and he says, "There's no need to hide here. I'm just here to escort you."
I hate the fact that none of our tricks work on these people. The whole damn city.
Something about giant dragons, and just can't beat them.
Maggot.
It's called a plot device.
Even the One Ring couldn't hide Bilbo from Smaug. I'm just saying.
All right.
Magus.
Yes.
Why are we fighting this Dracolich again?
Well, it'll probably free the city. How's that sound?
Well, I thought you were supposed to be Diplo something.
Diplodocus.
Diplodocus. Definitely Diplodocus.
Definitely Diplodocus.
Yes, Diplodocus.
Hardly.
So you screwed up. And now you need a GZ Unbroken to come fix your mess.
Oh, my jeez.
Of course, Aziz. That's what we need. We need you to kill the dragon.
Or undead immune to cold.
I'm sorry?
Or undead immune to cold.
No, they shouldn't be. Actually, are they?
You need
Can I
to
do an arcana
consult
check?
your. I think you need to consult your lore.
One moment. 20 on my arcana check are undead immune to cold.
I believe they are. I'm almost positive. I know they changed it in 5th edition. So
Out of game, everything aside from 5th, they were.
yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But they also changed their...
I know Dracolich is just immune to necromancy, and then whatever was immune to
Let me find out.
with the green dragon.
Poison
So I don't
gas.
If it would be
They pretty much
immune. including
breathe
that.
mustard gas on us.
Just mustard gas. Just a
That's
little bit of
all.
mustard gas,
Just a
guys.
little, just a scotch.
Just a scotch of mustard gas.
Little pinch is all it takes.
Some,
So the answer to this is
a resounding maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm just going to say yes because
Okay.
I know they've been immune to cold forever and a
All
day.
right.
So
They are immune to cold. Also, unfortunately, most of the magic I do, besides some of my blasts, death and nature, and that's not going to work against him either.
you need to get stronger.
You need to shut up.
Oh, don't summon me by Snake Man.
We didn't summon you.
So Snake Man found me on his own.
Yes.
I'll
How'd Snake
whistle
Man
for
know
them to
this?
come forward.
Stupid Snake Man. Your elf is whistling.
My elf.
I'm not taking claim for him.
I think he's Adi's elf.
What? I don't want him.
Is that an
He
R or
smells
a
too much
D?
for me. Come on.
I'm going.
After you,
Okay.
Aegis.
So you guys, I'm assuming, are all going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see this guy in a nice black and white tux with a top hat on, holding a lantern, and on the lantern,
Guy's hat. Get him for me.
on the lantern, on each side of the lantern is an ornate fixture that makes it look like a dragon's eyeball, and it's projecting the light out onto the floor in front of him.
Put
Our
my
escort.
Ritz-
Please, follow me. And he
The
just
World of
turns.
Darkness voice.
He just turns really slow, dragging his right foot, and he just starts walking.
I will jokingly drag my foot just like him. I'm walking after him.
You just hear him kind of.
All I'm
Magus, why
picturing
do you
is
make
from
fun of the
Scary
crippled?
Movie 2, that
I don't
Chris
know.
Elliott guy.
They're pretty trusting. They're just...
Oh, I've already
I'm
been
not
called
worried about
trusting once recently.
All right.
We have to go anyway.
That's true. I'll follow.
The only way we're getting out of this city.
Until
is the
somebody
only way
gets a
we're freeing
permanent
them.
lip.
It's all fun and games till somebody actually has a problem with their leg.
So,
Can't fix
what
that.
did you all think of Underjolt?
It's delightful.
I agree.
Cart pushers.
Oh, easy. Cart pushers.
You'll have to excuse my shield. He's an idiot.
There is no excuse for half orcs that are stupid.
I'm not stupid, I'm just not smart.
I'm not alive, and I'm still smarter than you. Uh-oh.
Well, you don't eat food.
I don't like not alive people.
Wow.
Well, not alive aren't people, so good.
So you're a thing, you're a thrall.
I'm something.
You should change your eye on your lantern. It should be the Great One Eye, not one of the dragon. The one eye sees all. Don't roll your eyes at me, priest. You guys screwed up. You guys had to call me. So I'm here.
We didn't call you.
It
I was
was.
telling
You should have been with us, you idiot.
It was the master that called you.
Artemis called you.
So I'm on his team, so I'm supposed to hit them?
Okay, Edges, hit whatever Kratos hits, alright? I bet you can't hit him as much as he does. It could be a contest.
Do
I'm
you
following.
do you all plan on succeeding?
Quite literally no interest in what's going on otherwise.
The master is going to have
Same.
a lot of fun with you. And it's
We're just gonna like play board games, or are we actually gonna?
oh, there's games.
I don't like games.
Jesus, not good.
Only if it's Parcheesi.
No, you're not.
I'm actually
When's-
very good at Parcheesi.
when's the last time
Can we
he-
play some Parcheesi?
When's the last time he spoke to anybody?
It's been a very long time.
So, so are you his only servant in the area? Do you serve his
Well-
needs personally?
He's a thrall.
Shh.
I am known as Krieg.
How do you do, Craig?
I'm wonderful.
You serve your master well.
You're not alive.
He is the master, but he is not my master.
Who's your master?
No one is my master.
You don't have a master.
No,
Interesting.
I am just here to help.
Sight of true form.
By whose command?
I'm gonna roll it. I
By
get 10 dice.
my own. I have made my own choice to come here.
How's his magic?
His magic?
Yeah, how's his magic?
Oh, very powerful.
No,
No, she's
I'm
looking.
asking you as a DM.
Oh,
Magic. I
got ya.
detect magic on.
He is a gleaming, bright light.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is his magic? So does his aura seem different than the guards of the temple that we saw earlier?
Very. He doesn't look to have any weapons on him either.
Okay.
He just has that lantern and.
Does he
Yeah,
look like
look-
skin and stuff? I mean, is it flesh
Oh yeah,
on him?
he looks very well maintained. He looks perfectly healthy.
Fleshy.
So, as you guys are trucking along here, the area around here smells extremely of death. You're starting to come to an opening, and in front of you is a necropolis. At least from what you see, it looks like that. It's very lit in green hue, just like his lantern is. It's built into the side of what looks like to be a big cave.
Good.
All over it is carvings of depicting of angels and demons locked in eternal combat. And at the keystone of the doorway is two angels, one with ivory white wings that are like almost magically lit, and the other one with dark black fiery wings that are magically lit as well. When you get up there to reach the tower, everyone roll a Constitution save.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter. It seems like it's probably all right.
I mean, this is legit.
10.
Oh god. It's not expected.
14.
Oh no.
No?
Did you botch?
Do we get an advantage?
Almost.
Did the cleric botch? No. No advantage on this one. Savari?
Muted.
Clay, your mic's muted.
Sorry, 16.
Okay.
17.
Okay, so everyone that rolled above a 15,
Fuck.
you're able to hold yourself to your feet. Everyone that rolled below that falls right to their knees, and you instantly have tears in your eyes.
My shield.
It is, I understand that I'm great, but there's no need for you to worship.
Edges, help me up.
Even those that passed, you still feel like you wish to just give up right now. Like you feel the urge to just quit. But you're able to stand.
Hey, Drew.
Yep.
All right, with that, I will. I'll kind of slice my hand then,
Mm-hmm.
and give some blood to Grimish, and say a prayer to strengthen my resolve. In fact, actually, I'm gonna cast protection from evil.
Okay. So when you cast that, Krieg kind of goes, "Oh, why would you do that?"
Because I am a Jeez, the unbroken, and I shall not have anything in my head telling me I am unworthy. Top
And
hat.
he just kind of notices that the other three are on their knees, like, "What has happened to your friends? Listen, you cannot confront the master if you are not strong enough to walk through the gate."
We're confronting the master. If we would have to crawl.
Some have crawled to the master before. He might show pity, maybe. And he kind of sticks his hand into off in the shadow, and you hear a chunk, and then the doors just.
So was I literally the only one who made it?
You and Savari are the only ones that are still standing up right now.
As an action, can I use one of my rages to focus on why I am here with Ulfgar dying, and I want to try and rage since it gives me resistance or immunity to mind effects?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to try and burn it, essentially, to get myself
Yeah,
moving.
Absolutely.
This isn't considered psychic damage at all, correct?
It's not any kind of damage. It's just a
Okay.
just a feeling you get.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I guess mine is more like charm, influence, things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I'm just
It
going to
just-
essentially burn it
Yeah.
to try and
You
force myself along.
feel
Yeah,
ins-
sorry, go ahead, Andrew.
you feel the inside, like the rage is coming, like you can feel it, and you are able to stand up, but you feel it subside immediately, like it just kind of goes away. And Hades and Addie, you just kind of are saying to yourselves, well, we could just call it right here. That's all right, right? It's okay.
You're carrying his hammers. Are you just going to sit there?
Get up.
I'm being an asshole on purpose.
Oh, I know he is.
I just want to see if I can piss you off.
Yeah.
You can roll advantage.
I'll pick her up.
Okay, so
She has a seizure.
yeah, you still, Hades, you still feel like absolute
like
shit.
hell.
Yeah.
Just kind of lean into it. Lean into ages.
You know what? Actually, I'll cast protection from evil on her too, because that stops the mind effect.
Well, protection of evil is a circle, right, around you? Isn't
No, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
it's a radius?
Area.
Is it now?
So Hades, you can roll a con check at advantage. I think it's
The
a
advantage
radius
is they
thing,
have the
a
the
bubble.
little die inside it.
Oh,
Did
I'm
you see
fine.
those? It's like a
Oh, yeah.
D20,
One-
like a baby
19.
D20.
Oh yeah, okay. You're good, Hayes. What'd you get?
I will kiss his eye.
Oh my.
Let me see here.
Or his lack of eye.
Now is not the time for that.
I tried to stand
No,
up, but I only got
It's
9.
It's
I will not.
touched.
I will not.
Yeah,
be with you
you still feel like
Adi.
It's until the spell ends. One willing creature you touch is protected.
oh okay.
Yeah, I think there was.
Oh, there's a circle of protection of evil. That's the other. Okay, that's right.
Is it
Wait,
does it
you
go
know
up
what, though? Actually,
it might go up
hold on.
level.
Now that I'm thinking about it, hold on a second. I actually might have, as a paladin, I think I have an aura for that.
You do. I'm almost positive you do.
Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
So Hades, you're back to normal, feeling good. Addie is still feeling like poo poo.
We do.
Please, we must go. Welcome to the Master's lair. Or home, whatever.
Thank you.
This way, please.
Yeah, you know what?
not
Actually, it's my
moving yet.
bad, man. Yeah, I've got an aura of protection, so you're right. So that basically would do. the
Okay,
same
so
type of deal. So cool. We're good.
Do I get to stand up now or do I have to roll again?
you gotta roll again.
Oh, Jesus.
With advantage.
I'm on my last dice. No, I'm on my last dice.
With advantage, you can roll
That's not in
twice.
timeout.
Take the highest.
That was an 18. So
Okay,
that's
that's
20.
good.
Yay.
Okay, so you kind of feel it subside. You still feel it though, like
Right.
it's everywhere.
Still impressive, and
Oh yeah.
Right.
So the two great doors open when everyone regains themselves. It opens right into a ginormous great room.
Good.
Again, the low hue of green light emanates from sconces lit throughout the room. In the back, you see a giant stairwell, one of them spirals that goes up two balconies, and they look like they lead deeper into the necropolis or whatever. Krieg looks back and says, "Please, this way. We must hurry. He's short on time."
Thank you, Greg.
Yes, and he's leading you down through the great room. He leads you into a hallway, goes a couple doors down, stops, and he opens the door, and he says, "Please take your seats." And as you guys shuffle into the room, you see that it's a dining hall. It's got a giant table in the middle. It's amazingly crafted. The carvings again are of angels and demons all over the
what
table.
style? There's a certain racial style.
Kama Sutra.
No, just like the angels and demons of what D&D would be. So planars, solars. I forget the other one.
I
Valors.
bet the carving.
Elvish, dwarven.
Oh no, this doesn't. It looks like maybe even could be angelic carvings, something that you guys probably never seen.
Okay.
So these carvings are like very well done. The Muriel inside the table that's on top that is carved, and it looks like to be made out of the scales of dragons.
Oh my.
The chairs, they're all similarly decorated. The table is set enough for 5 people. Food's laid out, and it looks like a giant feast. I mean, there's food galore.
I will stay close to Aegis and look at him. Don't eat the food.
I will eat your food to see if it was poison.
Ugh.
It's the most delicious thing you've ever eaten, Aegis.
I will finish all of the food.
In fact,
Of course, you're immune to poison.
those birds that you were eating before, there's birds here too. Krieg looks at you guys and says, "Please enjoy. I will go get the master."
Top Hat, you do not get any of my birds.
Tuxedo mask.
Tuxedo mask.
So here.
Is there
I take all
nameplates
the
or kind of is there like little cards where we just like place cards?
No, there's just 5 plates
I
and
want to make
set.
sure. I don't want to sit.
There's silverware in case you want it.
No, he doesn't want to. Just sitting close to the half orc.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
This thing, or are we gonna kill it?
No, we're going to kill it.
Why are we eating this?
Circling the room
I have
and
no idea.
checking out the perimeter
One
and
second.
just getting a feel for everything.
Okay. Yeah, it's just your typical dining hall with a great table in the middle. It's there's curtains over the windows. I mean, it's made to look like it's an actual house, but it's in a cave. So if you were to,
Making note of exits and everything.
yep, there's one.
when we came in.
One in, one out.
Yep, the door you walked in.
Krieg went back out that door.
What's that?
Krieg went back out that door.
Yes, he shuffled off. He closed the door and walked off. In the back, there's a fireplace with a very ornate mantle that's the same, decorated with angels and demons fighting.
Tree maker. I look over at Savari.
What orc?
What are you doing?
Looking
Looks-
around.
At what?
Looking to see if there's
Your
any...
mind should be on the business of slaying things.
Says the man eating every bird in sight.
How's that chicken?
It's fuel tank for the fighting machine.
It's a true story.
How's the magic around here, Drew?
In this room, it's very magical.
How much magical food is he eating?
A lot of
Yeah,
it.
is the food magical?
Oh yeah, it's all been conjured.
Oh, good. You do know that food will give you no nourishment, right? It's conjured.
It's a mental thing.
Ugh, you are a mental thing.
I am.
Wow.
I think, therefore I am.
Oh, you don't think, and you know this. You fight, and therefore you are ages.
All
Tree maker.
Orc.
I'm gonna take your food. Take his food for you.
It's fine.
I'm gonna pour myself a
I would
glass
just-
of wine from my own wineskin.
I would
Okay.
just be hungry in an
No,
hour
I'm gonna
anyways.
okay.
Just
All your dragon stones are literally like burning a hole through your body. Like they are hot. Yeah, they're hot. Not like damaging, but just they're hot.
except for you, Clay. Or your constitution.
Yeah. It's
You
now
have that leather armor.
it's embedded in your sternum.
Or they were just crystals, right? They weren't attached on anything.
Yeah, they were just wherever you put them is where you put them. So
Okay.
in his butthole. That's why he has to roll the constitution.
you now have
If they were on necklaces, I was going to pull from under the shirt to over top so it's not against my skin. So hopefully it wouldn't burn
Careful, you don't want to seal that bad boy up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I say burning, it's not really burning you. It just
white.
feels like it's burning.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm not gonna eat the food, but I'm gonna sit down.
Exactly.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll take a seat also.
Okay.
What extra provisions do we have? Magics, things that can help us.
My bow's going to be laid across my lap.
Well, we have lots
I'm
of
putting
stuff.
Reap right in front of me. I'm just eating.
Yeah. I'm guessing in sword form in my hand, or close to me.
A werewolf once told me that we can't fight 30 minutes after eating.
I thought that
No,
was
but-
swim.
Okay, you do know that was my grandfather, and he was fucking with you, right?
You'll puke.
That makes a lot of difference.
Could
Right.
could cramp up and
Yeah, you'll get a bad cramp. You'll get all fucked up.
I'm still gonna kill more than you.
Oh,
I would love. You know what? I would love to see you try. There'll be a prize for you if you do.
Better not be like that last prize where it was a bill and I had to pay money.
She was lovely.
I'm keeping my eye on the door.
yeah. Just
so after some time, you guys are partaking in the food and
no, I'm not eating.
No,
or drinking or whatever you're partaking
drinking
in.
my own wine. I'll pass it around if they'd like. Happy to share.
You guys hear giant wings, and then you hear, oh, memories. The last time I sat at a table like this, it was called something else. Hi, welcome.
What
just gonna
do we
turn and look at 'em.
See,
You see a man with a leather coat over him, and he's very bulky, and he's just looking. He's just dark-eyed, brown-haired.
magic, glowing.
Oh yeah, he's beaming. And he says, "Welcome to my home or lair." How home sounds so much better, doesn't it?
It does. Less
Welcome
imposing.
to my home.
Asmodeus.
We'll get to that. 1 second. Please tell me about your journey so far. I'm just so excited and curious what you've done. Tell me, how did you get the black dragon Vorhag Manthar to join? How?
We returned his horn to him.
You found his horn? The Eldrazi knows. He is so smart, that young one. So please, as you know, Hades, I am Artemis. And yes,
And yes.
yes.
She questioned if he was Artemis.
Oh.
So, I'm sure you are filled with questions.
You could say that.
Filled with something.
You have to forgive me. I'm not in the most receptive of moods, as my friend died in the arena.
I saw that, and it was tragic. However, you should be proud. The king of the Iron City? Oh my. The Iron City dwarves have been long lost in time. And to have one come here and defeat such a strong demon was super impressive. I can't believe it. I knew that demon.
Intimately?
Are your friends always this mouthy?
I have a
We
question.
Yes.
just met them like
Yeah.
3.5 days ago. So,
But yeah.
but yeah.
So if I was to just take her soul, and as he points his hand at you, Hades, you feel just all life draining from you.
Let's not at this.
Oh, and then
I'll
he's
just shrug at that point.
he stops, and you just feel back to normal. And he just kind of looks at you and says, "Please, watch your tongue."
So it's lovely and captive city you have here, Artemis.
I do not have a captive city. I have servants.
An entire city of thralls.
Oh, my young lady, Hades, you have so much to learn. I assume that you think I am some kind of lich.
Monster.
Oh, a monster. I might have been known as monster. In fact, I have been known as many things in time.
Are you being the cold?
Shield.
You can't even keep a straight face.
I was going to stroke his face. Like, no, just shut up, sweetheart. Shut up.
So, like popsicle.
Quick question.
Why you guys sorting that out? I gotta take my dog out of here.
Okay. It's just so random.
It's so ages.
Yeah.
That's what 30 years of gaming get you.
By the way, are you immune to cold?
We're just curious. Just curious.
I didn't actually take witty retorts, but
I'm just gonna start muttering at ages in Orcish.
And you can see that Artemis is kind of like befuddled a little bit. Like,
He's not right in the head.
is he? I would hate to see him in combat. I would
Oh, it's
imagine.
lovely.
It's actually an art form.
I would
It is.
imagine he is very fierce.
Yeah.
He is because he has nothing else going for him.
I've met Grumsh. Did you know
Really?
that? Yes.
Really?
I have many stories. Please, feel free to ask me questions. Well, Artemis did not meet Grumsh, but I have met Grumsh.
Oh wait, whoa,
Oh,
okay.
right. And who
yeah.
exactly then are you? An avatar of Artemis, or what are you?
We'll get to that.
Oh, really? Let's get to it then.
Did he answer my question?
No.
Yeah.
You said you're fierce at combat.
I am immune to many things, Aegis. Hopefully we do not have to find out which.
Well, we're supposed to fight you, so I think that we're gonna have to figure this out.
Are
I do
you?
have a question.
Yes.
Where is Artemis's phylactery?
Again, my lady, he's not a lich. And nor am I.
And what are you and who are you?
I have been known by many names throughout time.
What do you prefer?
What can
Be
we
called.
call you?
Well, you can call me Artemis for now.
Oh, good. What else have you been called, Artemis?
I have been
I'm very
known
curious.
as the only inevitability. I have been known as the keeper of secrets. I have also been known as the horseman. I've been known as Kali. But more importantly, my name is Azrael.
Oh, good.
So
Oh, goody.
please mind your tongue, young Hades.
I will start talking in, 1 second. Is it abyssal or demonic? I have some.
So you're
It's
one and the
abyssal.
same?
Hmm?
So you're aspects of one another? Or he was an
Yes.
aspect of you?
One's demons, one's devils.
Which one's infernal? Is that
I'm
devils?
completely bypassing them.
Yeah, infernals is devils.
Yeah.
Alright. So you are far older than we suspected, she'll say in infernal.
And he'll repeat back. He'll say, "I am far older than anyone. Artemis is far older than most dragons."
So he is your avatar.
No, he is my chosen. I need a source for my power, and well,
You wear his skin.
no. He has to accept me.
So he is your thrall.
We have a shared existence.
You have a parasitic relationship.
Yes, symbiotic, we'll say. I am only here because he allows me. If he was to kick me out, he would surely die, as well as I would return to where I come from.
Hell.
Oh, Hades, you have so much to learn. Death does not reside in hell. Death resides everywhere.
I understand that. Death resides in my friend's hand.
I say in Celestial, please don't kill us right now. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that speaks that, and I'm just.
Yep, you did. Yeah.
Oh my god, please don't kill us right now.
I speak 8 languages. That is not one of them.
He just kind of laughs, like he's been around a while.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so yeah, I have questions.
please ask.
So the simple fact is, well, you I can only assume know why we're here, or at least have an idea. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a bit of a shit show going on where nobody seems to know why we're here in the group, but I think you took that, or at least picked up on that.
I know very well why you're here. And you must understand my concern.
And what is your concern?
If you are to save Artemis or kill him, then it is to kill me.
Right.
You must understand that death cannot die.
Did you know Eldrazi's father?
I know of Dravix, yes.
Well, we spoke to him,
Mm-hmm.
and as it would turn out, it seems that he and Artemis were
Buddies.
quite good friends.
They were the best of friends.
And now his
Artemis-
friend's son needs his help.
I
We
am-
are not. We don't want anything to happen that would cause his downfall, and by proxy yours. But we need his help because the Shadow Drag or the Shade Stalkers, who are powerful into their own right, are quite apparently on Kissik's side.
Kisik is still alive.
Unfortunately.
And a pain in the ass.
Interesting.
And I understand that deals. I've had the discussion. We've had the discussion with Eldrazi, and we understand that deals happen across all borders, regardless of what people think.
Yo, Kratos, are you trying to make a deal with me?
The only deal that I want is I want Artemis to come back and help us. That's what I want.
Crazy?
So he teleports. He just blinks to the chair at the end of the table, and he's got his feet up, and he's eating a birdwing.
That was my bird.
Ages.
I claimed all the birds.
Ages.
I mean, I
You should admire your friend. He's quite distracting.
Yeah.
You could say that.
So he continues eating, and he's sitting there thinking, and he's like, you know, what's funny is have you ever asked Eldrazi exactly why he's doing what he's doing?
I have.
Then what did he tell you?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
it was like 6,000 games ago.
Did he say something of, I'm here to unite the dragonflight like my father?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm sure that he told you his brother, Kisik, stopped it?
I didn't hear the word brother.
No, I know.
Exactly.
I think his brother was omitted
This is
from
wonderful!
the sentence.
You are on a mission that you do not even know the full details.
So why don't
I
you
call that
just-
life.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, because you have no idea. Why don't you tell us your perception of the story then?
Well, simply put, Kisik did stop Eldrazi's father, Dravix, from uniting the dragons. Was it good or was it bad? No one can know but time. If you think of things in terms as I do, I was cast out from where I once lived to what Hades has pointed out as hell.
Right.
However, I was not evil. I was jealous, maybe, yes. Maybe I wanted things. However, I didn't necessarily need them. So I found a way back to this plane through a dragon who was hungry to live forever.
Willing to be a host.
Yes. I offered him something that he wanted so dearly. And I gave him eternal life. So I am here with Artemis, and Artemis is here with me. I know everything that he knows, and he knows everything that I know. It is a completely mutual thing. However, the predicament is your friend and Artemis's nephew wants Artemis to help to unite the green dragons. Artemis has been known to be dead for many years. In fact, Savari would know this. He is but a story in books. Is that not right, young Savari?
Yes, it is.
So how can a thought dead green dragon unite the green dragons? Have you asked yourself this? Have you thought this through?
Probably has something to do with the tree.
Aegis,
As
Yes.
roll a Constitution save.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Probably would be good.
Asriel,
Yes.
who cast you out?
12.
Oh, Jesus.
So you feel yourself starting to agree. Like, yeah, this guy's onto it. Like, yeah,
This
he's
guy's onto it.
like, this guy's
Just I'm gonna stroke his face.
But he's making sense. I mean, we know, like,
Because if
I kind of just glare at Azrael.
if a
Don't mess with his mind. He doesn't have much of one there.
if a
Exactly.
dead god of a dragon can come back in the flesh, what better way would there even be to get all the green dragons on the side?
well, you could kill
Something
them all
that-
and enslave them and then make them thralls. I mean, like, that's another way.
Like what's going on in this city? Thralls.
They are. I must explain. They are not thralls. They worship me, and I gain from them.
Kind of like how the snake men were worshiping me when I was walking. I get this. This makes sense.
I can control them,
He just needed to fail one constitution
but
check.
it is only
was
because
too
they have
small, just-
pledged themselves to me.
Right.
Yes, Sati?
So
We should set up our own undertow.
Aegis,
Silence, Aegis, please.
I raised my hand. Just to throw this out there, you say that you gave him immortality.
Yes,
When you leave, is he dead?
most definitely.
Therein lies
Or
the bigger
s-
problem.
Artemis has lived well past his time. In fact, you could say that your fears, and I know that the smell of death reeks throughout here, and that is my fault. I am sorry. It is a curse that I take with me. I must say, though, that if it was not for me, Artemis would very much so be what is you fear him to be.
Undead.
Yes. And
So,
yes.
sorry, continue.
A Dracolich as powerful as Artemis is not good for this realm. Even Eldrazi himself would struggle with someone like this.
So what is he exactly?
He is undead currently. But I have stopped him from becoming what he chose to become.
So he's not yet the Dracolich.
Not yet, but he has drank the Dracolich brew, and he does have a phylactery. However, he is not currently in that state.
So you never answered my question. Who cast you out?
Many people of my people. See, you know what's funny, Hades? Let me tell you. Fear is a very funny thing.
Yes, it is.
You want to know what the All-Father himself fears?
What does the All-Father fear?
Death. Because it is a guarantee. And guess who so happens to be in control of death?
You?
Exactly. I am more feared than you can imagine on all planes. Because I am death. I only know of one way this is going to end, and I know you will not turn away from your mission,
No.
and I know you will fight me.
And we will die.
Well, as you said, all things die, correct?
It's not our time yet.
Do you know?
Yes. I have much to do before my death. I don't die here.
Funny thing about being in charge of death is you know everyone's death.
I'm being very quiet, not saying anything. Like
What the hell, Agent?
He's
Yeah.
now very agreeable.
This is why I wish we were in the WOD game, because I could be like, mental link, I have questions for the party.
Would you mind loosening his tongue, because clearly he's never this quiet.
I have no power over him.
No, you just tell him he's allowed to speak, and he'll probably speak again.
Aegis, you can speak. I do not know why you are being so quiet.
I don't know why we don't listen to this guy more. I mean, he's making a lot of sense.
Oh, shut up.
I'm just saying, you know how many people we could kill? It just like, we should just kill some stuff.
Yes.
I'll tell you what.
Eldrazi doesn't...
What? Eldrazi, please speak openly. I know many things.
Do you know if there's two boxes and one? Forget it.
Oh God!
There is no answer
And
to your
on
logic
that
puzzle.
day, death died.
No, Eldrazi
Aegis
wants
is
to
now the
unite.
new god of death.
Eldrazi wants to unite the dragons. You can't unite a Draco Lich
Well,
with the dragons.
The thing is, listen, I understand the speech that Eldrazi gave us. I understand it fully. But I also understand what it's like to want revenge, to be angry, to embrace that anger, and to take it out where it needs to be taken out.
Right.
I understand Eldrazi's logic, even if Eldrazi has told us that it's not necessarily for revenge. I am perfectly fine with being the person that has to take that out on Kissick. And I just do not think that there is a way for us to garner enough power without their help. That's me, but I just can't imagine what other step there would be. I don't know if Artemis or any other dragon, green dragon that is, has that sort of power. But I mean, all of the great dragons that we found, every other dragon pales in comparison to them. There's no silver dragon that we've seen that is anything compared to Silvertail. Or the white, I just can't remember his name.
I forget too.
Or the Black Death.
It starts with an F.
Thought it was something like Glacius, but I can't remember.
Started with an F, I think.
Well, Furlanostis was the Shadow Dragon.
That's Furlanostis was the Shadow Dragon. That's right.
So,
white is Leviathan. What's that? Leviathanthar or something like that.
oh, Leventhar.
Leventhar.
Yeah.
Leventhar, yeah.
Yeah, Varagamonthar is the black.
But it's Leventhar.
So-
There we go. L.
We dealt with.
Leviosa.
Remember
No,
the
wrong game.
Remember the Shadow Dragon. Remember Furlanostis. I understand that he was powerful, but he wasn't anything compared to those dragons. If we combated him at that point, he wasn't what the Great Worms are, or these Great Worms are.
Right.
I just... I think bringing the legend back to life, as it were. Too bad we don't have a bard in the group.
Right.
Would
There once was a dragon.
but
And I get where you're coming from, bringing the legend back to life. And I'm not talking in front of him like, you know, I'm not trying to be like disrespectful and talking, you know.
Please carry on.
I get
One
it.
moment.
I get it.
I'm gonna... Let me go ahead and actually do my version of the mind link.
Oh, thank God.
I'm sure he can read us anyway.
Probably.
However, I do have mind read, psychic, within 30 feet, and we're all close, so...
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Sweet.
turn that shit on.
And again, I get what you're saying. That's great. It's not him, though. He's not in there like they want him to be.
Do you all know? He's going to interrupt because he doesn't know that you guys.
No, I'm talking out loud.
Oh, you are? Okay.
no.
I thought you were talking to the mind link. If you were talking to the mind link, he's just going to interrupt you.
Oh,
No,
I
they.
will. Yeah, I will to say.
Yeah.
And I'll speak to him.
But I'm okay talking about this out loud.
Okay.
What he is right now is more powerful. Bringing back a Dracolich to show the Greens that, oh, look, he came back. He is the best. Isn't going to work because he's a Dracolich.
Have they? Do you know? Do you know what Eldrazi's dragons are about? The prismatics? Do you know what they do?
Enlighten us.
Please do. Tell us your version
he
of
seemed
it.
pretty unique unto
Kill
himself.
stuff.
They do.
It just-
They do kill stuff, and they are very good at that as well. But they are known as healers. They are a very peaceful kind of dragon, which is why when Kisig did what he did, not many understood it. But like I was saying before, if I could tell you the stories, I have been a victim of many
I
things.
really like stories.
I know. I have books for you. Maybe. Listen,
You want to become a cleric of
when you're quote
Cleric of a demon prince.
Fuck y'all, it's a cleric.
Death Knight, you know,
Heck yeah.
when you're quote unquote evil, I don't really get it. I have no choice in what I do. I have to do it, right? I mean, I have to kill people because I'm death.
It's
That's
a precognitive schism.
But for everything that is
so
evil,
many syllables just came out of
A
him.
lot of words happened.
Wait. I'm not quite sure what just happened here, but that was a miracle. Anyway,
Please continue this miracle.
He ascends. He says that a beam of light comes down.
he just floats from the table.
Just
Right
right up.
Tooth guard slapping upside the head. Like a spark of brilliance.
Does the Will Ferrell? What just happened?
I just blacked out for a minute there.
We just lost it for a minute.
But you're death as in
death.
death.
Mhm.
It's not like you...
Word of existence.
Exactly.
Yes.
There's a
Right.
difference between evil death and evil...
But see, with death comes
The end result's the same.
fear.
No.
Like, you're in fear right now of me, of the situation. Even if you think you're not. You rage, whatever. You fear that you're not going to accomplish your task. You fear that, I don't know, you could die at any second. Everyone fears death. Everyone. Every being on the planet, every plant, everything fears death. I am just here to collect. Now, what I must tell you is, Kisik and his brother, Eldrazi, are essentially good and evil.
The Taurus.
If you bring all the good together, you no longer have the evil. How do you counteract and balance? The world is balance. Anyone...
Put an extra weight on the other end.
Oh my god.
It's kind of... Jesus. Hey,
Get in this way.
He falls right
Yeah.
back from the ceiling.
Hades, your casting of spells is a balance with you and your old ones, or your gods, a balance of agreement. Everything is a balance. Kisik saw this.
Hence the vision that Kratos had.
Yes. Dravix did not see this. He saw as if we bring it all to good, then evil will die out. Without evil, what do you have? Would you be an adventurer that you are? Would you be on this mission right now if there was no evil? Would your god Tempest be proud? Would he even be a god anymore? You see, there's a lot
still going to happen with us mortals, though. We don't have the longevity of a dragon.
Correct. And you would have dragons there to stop it. How many men would it take to take down Eldrazi, do you think? Have you seen him in his true form?
Not in his true size.
Yeah.
Only as many colors as my ship calls him.
Yes, he is a very large dragon. If you think golds and reds are big, the Eldrazi family is much larger. It would take all of Faerun to handle Eldrazi himself. He is on level with the dragon gods themselves. So is his brother Kissick. They are here as a balance.
They
So
keep the
even
world
you
from
bow-
going into entropy.
Yes.
So even you would bow to them?
Remember, young Savari, everything dies. Including Eldrazi, including Kissick.
How much does he look like a dragon versus what he looks like?
He looks like Castiel from Supernatural.
Okay.
This is the best way I can explain it to you. And you can see, like, on his coat, it looks like it's popped up.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's probably...
Wings.
He's got his wings tied down.
Can you take the dragon shape?
In this room?
No, right now. And just in general, please don't take it now. In general.
Yes.
I have an idea that might not be a very good idea, but I really kind of like this idea.
As
I
we're
live my
taking the
life
shape
that
of
way.
him and using his name.
It's true.
Out of it. What? I'm sorry, I missed it.
He lives his life that way.
Quarter mile at a time.
Yeah.
You can take... What if there doesn't have to be fighting? What if we don't have to fight each other? What if we trade? Okay?
Wait, so
Let-
it's not
shh.
continue fighting?
Shh. Shh.
I mean, the end game's always the same for you, right?
Right. The end game's the same. Death is the same.
Do you have a dragon?
You can look like a dragon.
I see a dragon every time I take a pee.
Oh, shut up.
Young
Drag his
Addy.
balls across.
I was once enslaved to someone before.
Oh, no, I want slavery. I want to trade.
Uh-huh. That's usually how slaves start,
No.
is in a trade.
No.
No,
No.
it's not.
Some are
Asriel,
taken by force.
Ugh.
Yes. Asriel, do you have a counterbalance here on this plane?
No.
It's called life.
It's so hard for me to put this in words, but I have no balance except life. But life always ends in me.
Right.
So I am the balance.
You came all over the floor.
It's beautiful things too.
In this war between Kissick and Eldrazi, there's going to be lots of death. No matter what.
Which is why I'm here.
Exactly. We could bring you closer to the action.
I'm always close to death.
In the front lines of it?
Anywhere there is death, I am there. It is hard for me to explain to someone, no offense, that does not understand. I may look like this here and now to you, but this is not me. I am everywhere there is someone dying. I am there to collect.
This is just how you appear to our mortal eyes, so that we're not overwhelmed by your presence.
It's really not neutral good of me to say, but if you bring the greens on our side, then there'll be even more death. See? It's not neutral good.
Yeah.
That's not neutral good. Somebody not neutral good say things like this. I don't want to lose my alignment. I don't want to lose my god, because I will.
Oh, I'm already neutral. I mean,
I can. She's good.
I know that
I'm lawful good.
we're not. It is going to be hard for us to obtain an agreement.
Let the worm speak without your
Oh.
influence.
I think he'll kill us. Not you. I'm pretty sure
but
that
he still will, technically.
It
technically.
takes more than
I
words
mean-
to destroy. Geez, the broken.
Oh.
Unbroken.
Depends on the words.
No, it just really depends on that
No.
It
word.
just depends
Depends
on.
on the words.
Well, I would happily let Artemis speak, but he is speaking.
Right.
He is the one that
Down the
knows.
One and the same.
He knows the lore of the dragons, and I know the lore of death. So, if there is something you wish to know more about the Kirin-borns or other dragons, Artemis will surely answer those questions. However, I am a very, very busy person, especially now. I don't know how long you've been down here.
Do you have a special room when Geez the Unbroken kills everything? Do you put them all in the same place?
I do. Does he always like this?
Pretty much.
No, actually, this is pretty well behaved for him.
I am thoroughly impressed that you're able to hold it in, Aegis.
I know these. It's hard work having thralls like these people.
Yep.
So, let me ask you then. Undercholt.
Yes.
I get the servants.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. I understand they're not slaves. It's not my thing. But whoa. What if we were able to go bigger picture? Taking up levels in lawyer. We have here Undercholt, so big. Obviously, it attracts quite a crowd with the arena and stuff, and I would assume that would be the primary reason for people outside of Undercholt to arrive here.
Yes.
But there's some very specific help that I am in need of, and something that I still have to bring up to Eldrazi. But the fact of the matter is that Ulfgar died. I get your feelings on it, but his land, where the Iron Dwarfs are from, has been taken years ago, many years ago, by a great gold dragon.
Who he said was not really a gold.
He is not.
What is he?
If you seek your Draco Lich, that is where you should go.
Really?
Well,
Have you ever seen elves try to become liches, but only good? Have you heard of them?
No.
There are liches that are good.
How that?
Just nods.
What?
It is very rare, but usually it is to protect forests or glades, and they become undead so they can live immortally and be twice as powerful as normal liches. They become knights, but they are of whoever they choose.
here's the deal I want to cut you.
You want to
just-
cut me? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Go.
No.
I'm just gonna step over everyone and say,
Just real quick.
Yeah.
I forgot what they call those elves that do that, but I know
I remember the art.
there
Arch
are
Lich
elves.
or Demi Lich. What was the one? The Demi Lich was the floating head. The Arch Lich was the good one that becomes.
Yeah, I think it is archly, but they're elves. I know
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
they protect glades and shit like that. But I don't remember exactly what
In
they
the
call
second
them or anything
edition
like
book,
that.
yeah, they talk
City
about
says
clerics.
it's Baenorn.
Baelorn.
That's it, Baelorn. Yeah, that's it.
Baelorn.
Baenorn.
No, they definitely exist.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He says it is.
So
Yep. Thank you, City.
here's what I want to offer you. You have Undercholt, and obviously, it's thriving to its extent. We're going to need help against the gold, or Dracolich, as you put it.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal, because in a not so roundabout way, brought on the demise of my friend and the fall of his people, I want to take his city back. I want to take his land back. I do not want to present that area as a power vacuum for some other Dracolich or army or what have you to show up, the Zentarum or whoever.
Such is the battle of dwarf kingdoms.
But what if it was a land that you were able to reside in openly with the temples of our gods? We could not necessarily be Chult. It would be the Iron Kingdom, as the dwarf, as Ulfgar intended it to be, but a neutral ground for all races to be at, as his dying words to me, as he spoke to us, telling us, you need to make sure you're treating everyone as equals regardless, because everyone dies. It's a matter of how you die. And I don't want a land where we're going to have to worry about it being in a perpetual state of war. I would offer you a place where you could have open worship. I don't have anything to offer a great fallen, I suppose would just be the word.
Correct.
But
the Iron Kingdom.
We don't wish you to rule over it, but we have our gods watching us as well. How many people openly worship you? There's nothing more natural than death. Life, death, time, nature, love, war,
Taxes.
Slavery.
Eldrazi himself told me that deals need to be made sometimes. Once Addy had spoken with him at a point. Well, I'm only assuming that he knows what happened because it was like a lesser demon.
He is very wise for his age.
But if it's the price I have to pay to bring back the greens, if he is a dragon of good, as you said, a healer, and you are death, there's no way that between the power of you both, we could not have Artemis be Artemis again, with you naturally being able to walk and have power in the world.
Tell me, when Dravix visited you through your totem there, do you understand what that totem is?
It's the spirits of all the dragons and
spirits. Is that what Eldrazi told you?
Souls, spirits.
Souls.
Spirits?
I sounded questioning, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was
I'm
spirits.
talking to death, so I'm a little iffy here.
It is a plane where, well, whoever Eldrazi chose could go there and live.
That's definitely not what you were told.
So when you saw Dravix, that was his father. They can never leave, so slavery could be used there, maybe? All of the dragons that speak to you through that are real. Have you heard any evil dragons talk to you yet?
One.
Who?
It was a Shade Stalker. Can't remember his name. It was a long time ago.
Oh my goodness. It was, I was just thinking about it today, too.
I bet you I have
Nassix? Something like that. It was something.
I probably have him on my other character.
That sounds really familiar.
I think it was Nassix. It was something
Something
like
along
that.
those lines.
He was not evil. He was good.
By nature of shadow dragons.
Yes, but
But no, I have not.
be careful.
There can be no shadow without light. Just remember that.
Wise words have never been spoken in this room.
I
Thank you, Aegis.
You are welcome.
sometimes he actually says really smart things.
Can I have your chicken?
Is our death because
Yes.
our brains explode because of I just need to check.
It's like the Belko experiment.
Yeah.
Savari. Oh,
No.
Savari, I have
Shitballs.
a question for you.
I might have an answer for you.
Do you know who Amaran is?
No. Do I?
No, you would kind of maybe know a little bit about him. And he says, every time you kill someone with that bow, they turn into a holy symbol, correct?
Yes.
Fascinating.
It is very fascinating. Amaran was, well, probably the best ranger that this realm has ever seen or would have known of. In fact, he was well on his way to maybe even ascending. It's interesting that Eldrazi would give you such a magnificent weapon. All of you, in fact, have magnificent weapons.
I am. A GZ Unbroken is a magnificent weapon. This
Of-
is known.
Of course, Ajis,
This is-
you're very true. How do you deal with him, Hades? I
One
mean,
step forward, 2 steps back.
it has to be just infuriating at times. I do not even like to take life that is living, but I do like to take death, and I would hate to bring Aegis with me everywhere.
It's the only place I feel safe. It's a trade-off.
Boy, that's not the trade-off that I would take.
Earplugs.
So he reaches behind him, and he pulls out a scythe, and it's just gleaming blue, and he sets it down on the table, and you all kind of feel your life force kind of... And he says, I will tell you what, you make a wonderful deal. In fact, I have been wanting to get out of this shithole for so long. However, my counteroffer is I will take the gold dragon as my own. He is definitely strong enough to hold me. And I do remember Corvine, when he moved in there, was quite the scene. And I will give you Artemis. But I am going to tell you right now, when I leave this body, he will come to life. And it will be your worst nightmare in this room. He is very powerful. And I suggest that if you have anything at your disposal, you should use it. Be thankful you're not fighting me. Yes, Hades.
I think we'll be fine. We've been through worse.
No, you haven't.
I thought that he wasn't a fool.
I am stopping it.
So once you leave, it's instant.
Yes. He will be weak. But he will be. Did Dravix leave you anything?
Yes.
I have a locket, don't I? I give it to you.
No,
I have.
Hades has
I
it.
have his tear.
He looks at you and just like, you have the tears of Dravix?
I do.
Oh, you
She'll
my.
pull. She'll pull the vial out.
He just kind of looks at it like,
Actually, yeah. I have a.
that's wonderful. So he eyeballs that thing like, oh. It is said, remember when I said they are known as healers? The tears of Kieranborn can heal anything, including death itself. So as you can know, Hades, so you're mocking him with it, that's great. So he just kind of pulls his scythe out and he's kind of thinking, Like he wants to see if that's true. You know, like
Just toss it on and make him ascend, and he just leaves, and the whole
You
situation.
can't die,
oh no, I too.
but not by conventional means.
Correct.
Correct? If we were to kill you as you leave the body, are we able to almost trick his body into thinking it's dead before we use the tears on it?
What kind of glory is there in that?
Did you just ask a demon if we could cut his head off?
Inadvertently.
You
I
say stupid stuff.
cannot be 100% sure of exactly how they work. It has just been said. I have seen the tears of Kiranborn raise dragons. Not from a decapitation, but I have seen them raise them. Whether it will stop him from becoming a lich, I do not know.
Final question. Can you take his life as you leave his body, therefore leaving him dead instead of turning into a Dracolich?
No.
Just ask. I have questions. You
because-
said to ask anything.
As I am what I am, he is just but one soul, and you would be 5.
True. Thought I'd ask, you know.
I was hoping he wasn't paying attention to that part.
I'm pretty sure he can count.
Where do we find his phylactery?
Don't worry. I know where it's at. And he pops his coat off and his wings come out. And they're the fiery wings that you saw on the outside. You can see that this is him. And he says, now, if you have anything that you need to do now, I suggest doing it quickly. When I release this demon, he will come at you with a ferocity you've never witnessed.
I don't have my book, my cards.
Oh.
And I'm gonna cast protection from evil.
How do we?
I'm popping the cork on the crack thing.
We're popping a cork on the crack.
Look at the crack rock. That the guy said it'll bond you more than you've ever been.
Do we have any idea of how to administer these tears?
The barbarian's doing whippets.
Is there any way we can roll Arcana to see if we've heard about
Yeah.
these tears and their administrating
Yeah.
purposes? Do I need a syringe? That's what I was. Dice, I swear to God. If you fuck me.
Mainline dragon
If you
tears.
fuck me over dice again.
23 for me on Arcana.
Okay, so with the 23, you would know that it, judging by what you see in the vial, obviously you've never had Kiranborn tears rolling around. It looks like a salve type stuff, like you would just probably put it on him somewhere, somehow.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily have to be drank or put in his eyeball like acid drops or anything like that. Just, you know.
That sounds way more fun.
Did I say acid drops? I meant eye drops.
You did say
Alright,
acid.
definitely, fast. Never mind, I can be invisible. I can do it.
Bump. Bump, bump, bump.
Who wants to smoke some crack?
Bump, bump, bump.
All right, I'm gonna lift the hood so I fade into nothing.
And you just, Azrael just kind of looks around.
I'm gonna get you.
You guys forgot to ask the most important question.
What's that?
Where's the Iron City? And he just lifts.
Damn it.
And
Just,
I think Eldrazi owes us one.
Well,
No, he owes us one.
If
after
we
that.
beat Artemis, Artemis will probably know if he's that old.
Eldrazi owes us. Leaving out the fucking brother part is a dick move. He owes us.
Is there a paper towel up here? Yes, there's tissues.
Tissues.
what's that, Matt?
so this thing is gonna be a Dracolich, right? At least that's what we're under the impression.
That's what you're under the impression of, yeah.
Okay, do we know where his phylactery is?
No.
No, he said that he was.
Fast.
Yeah, he said he would take care of it.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Because he's not. He's in case he does, you know, die. Obviously, the Dracolich is going to have a problem with him, so he's going to come
Yeah.
find him, and he knows everything that he knows. So
Okay, like, because G's wouldn't know to ask that, but I'm just making sure.
Right, yeah, it was asked.
So we have it covered. I thought so, but I was just making sure. Okay, and these stones we have,
Yes.
does that protect us from dragon fear?
Yes.
Ooh.
Because if not, I was going to say I have an aura of courage, which may, but we're good to go then.
Are we allowed
Okay.
to pick one spell to use before he's gone?
Mhm.
Thank you.
Do we have a spare healing potion? But actually, if I die with the invisibility cloak on,
It would last 2 hours, and then you would appear dead on the floor.
Anybody have a spare potion?
Hey Heather,
We have
Yeah.
lots of
you may
potions.
want to do a knowledge arcana because I don't know if invisibility works on undead.
Good question.
Because I think they can see through that shit.
16. Does invisibility work on undead?
Not that you know of.
All right.
Look at the big brain on a G's.
I know.
Look at the big
Alright.
brain on Brad.
Looks good on his belt.
So was anybody particular?
Hey, I made Death stutter. I made Death say that he didn't want me.
Yeah. Is anybody particularly fast or have a particular way that they can think of to administer this potion or this salve
Cut you open and stick it in your guts.
on him? Believe me, I'm not letting him eat me.
Okay, I have an idea.
The cleric has an idea. The
I
DM
don't
has
know-
a lot of ideas.
I
right
don't
now.
know if this would work. I don't really use this spell very often. Magic circle. I can choose undead.
Ooh.
He can't leave it.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Not a bad idea. And
Is
all
there,
right, so
is there a save
oh,
against that? Sorry.
there is.
Can't charisma saving throw.
Okay.
But-
No,
Alright, the problem is they are not very resistant to magic as it is. So it would be very difficult for it to go through his magic.
Mhm.
Plus, even when magic's affected, they have special abilities that shrug it off.
Well, they got a lot of stuff.
Oh, he has a lot to choose.
Basically, they get advantage, and then they
Oh
can
yeah.
choose.
Well, he
to
would give.
win.
It would give him disadvantage, which nulls it, so he'd have no advantage or no disadvantage.
But the thing is, they also can shrug off 3 miss saves.
Wait, what's this?
Yeah, they get a
They can.
legendary save 3 times a day.
Yep.
They can shrug off any
Times.
failed save.
Okay, so that's what replaced what used to be their magic resistance then?
Plus, they get advantage normally on a save as
Advantage.
well.
Yeah, they get advantage on all magic or magical type effects.
Damn.
And then
Oh
three
yeah, no,
yeah.
there is.
Yep, 3 times a day they can just say, "No, I succeed. I didn't fail that." So,
Damn. Dragons
Oh.
are nasty.
Never mind. I do have an idea though on the salve. I have telekinesis.
I'll put it
So
on
wait a second. So what? I must have missed this. What's the deal with the salve then? So we have to get this on him.
Mhm.
Why don't we coat a weapon with it?
That could work too. What do you think?
And stick with it.
I mean,
Oh god, you're healing with a spear through your chest.
Can we roll to see if that would work?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Natural.
Eh.
26.
Yeah, so you would assume that if you coated a weapon or an arrowhead or anything with it and it penetrated him, it would definitely probably work.
All right, then let's use the unreversed of the magic circle. We put it on us. Even if he can go through it, it doesn't matter. That's not the
Right.
point. Is we would get the disadvantage. He would have disadvantage on us, but he has advantage, so it'd be nulled. That would be gone.
So
And
your
they-
magic circle basically replicates what I was going to do with the protection from evil, right? Because it's like a protection from evil circle.
Except it's magic.
magic. So it's different.
Like you're just protecting against a alignment.
Yeah.
She's
Right.
protecting against magic in general.
No, undead.
Or undead in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah, I got
so
you.
And
it's a
then
10
he-
foot,
we-
10-foot radius, 20-foot cylinder of energy centered at the point on the ground that you can see within range.
Yep.
Okay.
Creatures can't willingly enter the cylinder by non-magical means. Creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against anyone within the cylinder.
Okay.
Targets
So-
within the cylinder can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by creature.
All right. So it's basically what the protection from evil does, but it's just because it's undead. I got it. And
Right.
it will extend to all of it.
Yeah.
Right.
If we
So-
stay in this area, which
so
we would
there's
have
no
to.
cumulative benefits, but it can enter the area though, correct?
Well, not by
No.
non-magical, only by magical
Non-magical
means.
So you guys.
So we could do those two versions, right?
You guys see the demon
I'm just asking because out of game I don't know.
floating up, and he kind of just fades away. And on the ground, you see an elf that looks like he went through a fucking meat grinder. And his eyes are just flaring green, and you kind of just hear him.
Hey, geez, give me your weapon.
What?
Give me the
Give
vial.
me your weapon.
All right. Stick it out. Cody.
So, because I'm assuming that we don't want to do the arrows
Yeah.
because we don't
On
know how
us or
many
on
we
him?
can. So, yeah.
Us,
So
I
I'm
think.
gonna-
I
Yeah.
think.
All right. Are we okay with me doing a Jesus weapon, or is there a better suggestion? I trust him. I trust his shot.
I'm putting this on us.
It's not the DM's not going to answer
I'm
you.
putting this on us. So
I'm
Okay,
getting
so-
I'm getting
So
we-
consensus because
Sure.
I don't know
on us.
if we can cast if we put on an arrow, we'd have enough to do another arrow.
Basically, she's wondering how much do we technically have to
Yeah,
coat.
you
Exactly.
you think with your roll, because you rolled a natural 20 on that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you would think that you can probably coat his spear and an arrow tip enough to where
Okay.
it would probably take effect from either one.
Yeah.
I'm going to lather up a Jesus spear.
Hmm.
And we just gotta hit this dude once with it, right?
Right. And then Savannah, give me an arrow.
We don't know.
Hand me the vial.
Give me the arrow.
He's in human form
The
right now on
arrows.
the ground, Andrew.
The arrow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why? I can stick him now, right?
I'm burning my rage and starting that up right now. Igniting the axe.
Okay, so Savari, did you give the arrow, or did you take the vial, or?
I reach into the back of the quiver, activate the bow,
Okay.
and the arrow appears in the bow.
All right. I will go over and. May I?
May I coat your
I
arrow?
bet. I could have put it on also.
And you just
Yeah.
you hear you can hear bones starting to break, and then you just hear, "Who awakens me?" And then you look back and see a dragon.
I throw the spear at him. Like, I don't understand why we're waiting. Like, yeah, I just chuck it at him.
Well, I'm not waiting. I already did my thing.
Yeah.
I'll chuck him.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my +10 to hit.
Good idea.
13 plus 10
Everything.
is 23 plus my to hit, which is 23 plus 14, 20, so that's what, it's 27.
37. That's plus 14.
Oh, yeah, 37.
Math. Wow.
Not like I'm an accountant or anything.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
37, you
Yeah.
chuck your spear and it hits him, and
Okay.
you see the tear go in, and you can see it starting to form on him, and he's fighting it. And he just takes your spear and just kind of grabs it with his little dragon hand and just throws it into the wall, and he looks right at
Can I
you.
make it come back to me?
Oh yeah, you can pull it back to you. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that. He don't care.
Yeah,
Like somebody just hit him, and his name's Aegis. So
Any
he,
damage or anything? Or does it not matter?
it's probably not going to matter too much.
Okay.
I mean, we can do damage. He's got 600 hit points. if you want to
No, it's fine.
work out
I'll
the.
chill with this.
So you see where it hits him in his chest. You can see like green scales starting to form back, and he's kind of shaken. And he looks right at you, and he blows a poison breath weapon right into your face. Because that's what green dragons do.
Stupid green dragon.
Yeah. Oh, everyone make a dex save because it's a big ass cone.
4.
I get advantage with my fucking
Do
rage.
I get to save too or no?
Yep.
Let's see if I get
He's basically just going to fill this room up with a giant gas cloud. That's what he's going to do. Bless you.
Thank you.
Dex. Oh, good.
Ooh,
21.
I got a 24.
15.
Wait, no, I'm sorry.
20.
That's
I
the
got
10
20.
constitution.
Okay,
I
so
got a 19.
I
you
took
got a 19, 10,
20.
21, Savari?
Yeah.
10. You got a nat 20. You magically avoid the giant doom cloud
Yay!
from the giant fucking worm that's sitting here spewing gas everywhere.
It's like magic. Thank you, dice.
So Savari and Addy move out of the way just in the nick of time. Everyone else, though,
Yeah, my protection from evil isn't doing shit against that.
no.
However, your
Plus-
Dragonstone does
plus
take you
no
half.
longer
What's
undead.
that?
Look at this tray.
You do. Yeah, go ahead. Your Dragonstone takes half damage, so you only take half of this,
Oh, that's it. Half of death.
which is only
Death.
death.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. It's,
Like
alright.
quarter death. That's fine.
It's a quarter death.
But we hit him with the thing we were supposed to hit him with, so that's what matters, right?
Right. So it's no longer undead, which is good.
Oh, so we still gotta. Alright.
Oh my
We still
god.
gotta take him down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I think he's working heavily against the thing. I don't think that was instantaneous. He came back to life.
Right. But he's starting to get
okay.
green scales again.
Okay, I got you. I'm with you. I follow you now.
For 111 points of damage.
Damn! I'm still alive.
So we take half of that.
You take
Yes.
half. You take half of it.
Take half.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
God, because I'd be.
I'm pulling them out. I'm pulling them out.
He's a great worm. I don't know what to tell
I'm
you.
pulling them out.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm gonna reach into the arrow tip,
Mm-hmm.
take a little bit of the tears on my fingers,
Okay.
and run it over the holy symbol on the bow. And see if anything happens. Magic with magic. Infuse the bow with something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll basically, Shamarash give me strength against my foes.
You can have advantage on your attack rolls, and what you hear is in the Journal of Amara, and you hear scribbling in your head. And I'll write those out for you, Clay.
Okay.
I know I've been so fucking busy with stuff that I haven't got to, but I will write that out.
No problem.
Yeah, so you get advantage on your attack rolls. Aegis through spear. Who's doing something? Anyone want to do something?
Does my magic circle? Is it already done, or should I do it now?
It's already done.
Okay. Mass cure wounds.
Okay, so go ahead.
All right. It is.
We're just gonna kind of do this like live action versus taking turns and doing initiative. So if you guys have an idea, so obviously Aegis isn't gonna get a go again. Addie's not gonna get a go again.
Yeah.
Once you make your attack, then we'll just kind of roll through. Just because this is probably like a 2-hour fight if we do it normally. If you don't die in the first 2 rounds. And I like to keep you on your toes.
Sorry, I missed what he said. What's going on?
We're not going to really do an initiative roll. We're just going to kind of roll with the punches, so to speak.
Okay. That's cool.
Just to, just keep it in motion, because this really isn't supposed to be like a huge encounter type thing. You're not trying to kill him.
Okay.
Well, you are, and you're not. you're
Right.
you're kind of hoping that he maybe comes back
35.
before he kills you. Okay, so everybody's healed for 35.
Thank you, ma'am.
And did you...
Actually, a regular.
Did you add
I'm
your,
actually almost at
your
perfect.
bonus from your mace to that and everything?
No, it only happens when I hit somebody.
No. Your mace gives you a bonus to your multiplier for your healing spells. I'm pretty sure it does.
On hit.
Right, but doesn't it give you... Didn't I say it adds to your proficiency bonus or something?
I don't have that written down.
I thought I did.
We'll talk.
Yeah, we'll have to work that out.
For now, 35 will work.
For now, 35
Yeah.
works.
Okay, so Hade, Savari, and Kratos.
All right. Question for you.
Yes.
We're still in a cavern type thing.
Well, I'm glad you asked, because now when you look, you're in a giant, what looks to be a actual dragon lair.
Okay.
And it's just stinky death everywhere. There's skeletons, rotten corpses, just shit everywhere.
They need to clean this bitch up.
In fact, since you've looked, you can see things starting to move on the ground. And there's
Skeletons.
Like what?
there's some
I
zombies.
never get to use this ability.
There's some
so excited.
skeletons, the typical undead stuff that's coming.
Stay in our
and
magic
moving.
circle. Our magic circle is safe.
Let's
Mhm.
go ahead and do me a favor then. I mean, it's necrotic, so it's not going to do as much as I'd like it to. But how close are they within a? Are they fair to each other?
Oh, you watch Game of Thrones?
A veritable
Yeah.
horde.
You know when Jon Snow's climbing over the mountain of bodies? That's what you're looking at in this cave. There is
Alright.
just mountains of them.
I would like to find a nice 60-foot radius of them,
Okay.
and I'd like to throw a circle of death in their general direction.
Oh man. Le Circle of la Death. Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so that is
There's-
15. Heather does math. 28. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm doing 8d. I was doing 8s, not 6s. That's okay.
So,
Read that
Heather,
real quick. Yeah.
you just used necromancy magic on them,
It's the best. It's my best AoE.
but that heals them.
Yeah.
Alright.
But
It sucks because almost all my magic is necromancy. That's not.
I'm just
Oh, yeah.
saying, like,
I
I'm
didn't know if it
sorry.
healed them or they did like half damage or something like that.
I don't know if it heals them anymore necessarily. Let's see with zombies.
they're
I
probably
was
just
thinking
immune.
half damage.
That's your call, Drew. I'm just like, wait,
Yeah.
I know it used to heal them. I know that.
Yeah.
See,
But
they
I'm
don't.
thinking it now does half damage. That's what I thought.
They don't really go into.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to turn on dead. I am so excited. I have not done this.
Oh,
I'm like the worst cleric.
I don't know if we
Spell is it?
Heather, to be honest with you, at first I thought you were like controlling them and you were buffing them up at first.
It's
something like,
circle of death.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, that's cool. Like, that's a good way to use that. And I'm like, oh wait,
Yeah, no, it is necrotic
Jesus,
damage, so I don't know if they're immune to it. If
They are not immune
damage-
to. They're not immune to necrotic. They're immune to poison.
Great, thank you.
That's But I mean, no lie. I do know that it used to heal their ass.
It did.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
They've changed a lot of that stuff in here, so.
18.
yeah, no, and I wasn't. I was just shocked. That's all. No, good for that, man. Good, cool.
22. 1 second. And 3 more of those.
Oh, sorry. Didn't
Oh
you
no, you're fine. You're fine.
want to do this?
8. 31 points off of a 60-foot radius of them.
Yeah, so you see, like, the ones that are starting up top, they just pretty much disintegrate and
Oh, so that's
just
gonna
kind
be
of melt.
You basically
And
like
Really, really excited.
her
Call them
lovely
holy
purple
light.
eyes turn very black and star-like.
Ooh.
She's the antithesis of me.
She's death. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I'm charging the dragon.
Okay. Yeah, you're doing the charged attack and everything?
Fuck it.
Okay. He's fucking huge. You're not gonna miss your charge. I can tell you. You don't even have to roll it, fucker. You're gonna hit him.
I just want to see if I get a.
Oh yeah,
that's all.
You roll for the next 20, but
Oh my god. Could you imagine if he got.
he
Keen?
can't cut his head off.
It's too big.
But it'd be so funny.
Oh, it would be because it does a bunch more damage.
That is. Did
Ba-doot-ka-ch.
I write everything down? Oh shit! I wrote that down on that other page last time. Bastards. Okay, so that is 28 on my first swing to hit.
That hits.
That is... Am I doing that right? 22.
That hits.
30.
That definitely hits.
All right.
Roll 3 dex saves.
Ooh.
7. 12. 20.
I think you probably could
Got
stop
better.
at 7.
You got better.
YOLO.
So you take 19 poison damage.
Okay.
As you hit him, it just it sprays right back on top of you.
Okay.
Oh,
But you-
Oh, God,
Oh,
I'm so
Jesus.
Sorry.
Oh, Mother Mary! So, and you smack him. You can roll your damage and everything if you want.
Okay.
Does he still seem undead, or is he now
The
dragon draconic?
where the tears are, it's starting to expand ever so slowly. Like, and you can start like as you're watching it, you can see his heart start to form back inside him, and it's like it's just slowly taking its time. Like it's gonna take some effort to do, but it does seem like he's getting more and more dragon versus Draco Lich.
This spell's not going to work for much longer. The circle will be useless, and once that happens, we need to spread out.
True.
Yeah.
I'm going to be taking aim at a wound on him
Okay.
from one of the, from Kratos or a G's.
Okay.
First swing was 27.
Yeah, Drew, do you want the damage from my hit, or does it not even matter?
You can roll it. I was kind of assuming that since he was like mid-transformation,
Oh, that's fine. And
It was-
just more the.
it was more of
I'm-
just
I'm
like
totally fine.
caught him like by surprise, and he was like, "What the fuck was that?" So
22 on the first
Dude,
one and 30
if
on the
anything,
second
we
one.
can just say that the salve itself, like that, was like the
hit.
first, yeah, and we'll go with that.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
That's
that's
fine with me.
sorry, Clay. What was that? 31.
22 and 31.
Okay, they both
22 and 32, sorry.
they both hit.
36 was my next damage.
It's 27, 36. Woo.
And I can keep the undead guys under control. if we
28
need.
was the third.
Don't
Bad
worry
rolls.
about the undead guys.
So yeah, you smack him, and you
Well, I'm going to try and heal if that is going. Since I got my axe.
yeah, and your radius damage just explodes. Fucking undead guys near you. They just
They can't get into our. Well, I mean, they can get to him, but they can't get into us. Unless
Right.
they make charismas. And they're not going to roll that, because that's crazy.
12 and 33.
for the damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so where your arrow hits, the one that's coated with the tears, Clay,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as it hits, it looks like it does maybe a little more damage than what it should have done.
Okay.
And it also starts regrowing scales right where your axe. Were you aiming at Kratos? Right? Is that what you said?
Is wound.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right where you nailed him with your axe, you see arrows go, and then that wound literally just starts to seal itself up, and you can see the meat forming back on his legs immediately, and the scales are starting to come back, and that's what happens.
All right.
I healed all but one of the poison damage.
Hey, there you go. That's the way to do
Bonus.
it. Yeah, your arrow with the tears on it did double damage, basically.
Okay.
I'm just going to assume it's the 33 one, because I'm a nice guy.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm a nice guy. Okay. That was everyone's turn.
Yeah.
Next round. So after the round, like you guys are, figuring things out, dealing with the undead and stuff, you see that his chest is like starting to fully form. His scales are starting to come back, and he's kind of fighting himself a little bit. You can even start to see like his skin around his mouth is starting to come back a little
Okay.
bit, and he's kind of like confused, so to speak, but he promptly feels his leg got smashed, and he kicks out with his foot.
Hang on.
Boots Kratos in the face.
We still want this thing weakened, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then all right. Then I'll still attempt to jack him up.
It wasn't it?
Probably.
It wasn't a crit. It was close. It might have been a crit.
Oh no.
No.
And he kicks you, and you go flying into the pile of undead for 50 points of damage.
Fuck. I forgot my
Wait,
laptop.
Did you take half the 19?
No. That wasn't.
No, that
that's
was-
straight up just.
Yeah.
That's from his blood, basically.
Okay, I was making sure because if he did, then it would matter for this. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Well, he's only he healed all but one of that. So.
Yeah.
And this is
Andrew?
yeah.
Oh, sorry. No,
It's
go ahead.
you're raging, right?
Mhm.
This is physical, so it's you have.
Oh, that's
10
true.
points
Half
of
from
da-
slashing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
half. So
Or crushing.
blunt or whatever. Yeah. So don't forget that either.
Touche.
Okay, what?
I am shouting to Grumish, and I am just charging in, jacking him up, and I'm gonna smite him. So now, am I using? Do I get the extra? Is he still kind of undead or not?
Oh my.
Determines
Oh
whether
my
or not
god.
I'm gonna D8 for my smite.
It's
This is a dragon burp.
He is in between being undead and dead right now. It's almost like he's being drug out of the pits of death. So
How do I call this?
He wasn't sure. That was the answer.
yeah, like I wasn't expecting you to smite him because I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting you're a paladin. I keep thinking you're a fucking fighter. But yeah, you can just roll the whatever the max is. You can
All
smite him as he's undead.
So I got a +5 to hit, +10 damage before the smites on 2 attacks. So will a 22 hit,
22 hits.
and will a 30 whole bunch. So that'll hit then too, right?
A 30 whole bunch will hit.
Okay. All right. I will use 2 of my 3rd level spells, so that'll be 2 smites.
Okay.
And I need to do 3d8 on the first one. So 7, 6 is 13, 13 plus 6 is 18, plus 10 is 28, plus an additional 10 is 38, plus 68. So it's 38 plus 38 plus 6 is what?
44.
44
Yes.
plus 8
52.
is 52 plus 5,
57.
57. Reroll 1 plus 7 is
Was it
60,
64.
64 plus 5 is
69.
69 plus 5 is
74.
74 plus 7 more.
81.
It's on the first hit. On
Okay.
the second hit. Wait, do you want to say that the damage is the same for both, so I don't gotta reroll both that?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll just do that, because we could be here all night.
Very well could be. So you smite him, and it fucking hurts him really bad.
And I've got that stuff on it, so, on the spear.
So much so
That
that,
might be gone.
that he's going to take a legendary action immediately.
Well, that's not good. Oh, but a bit.
So after he gets smited by the almighty Smiterton, he looks back and says, "Oh, really? That's not going to happen ever again." And he throws another breath weapon.
Oh. I'm so remaking this.
Let's
reflex.
not.
Let's not make the reflex save?
The
No,
reflex.
Let's not have a breath weapon.
I don't think I'm making a reflex save. I got 6.
Nope, that does not make it.
You reflex as well as I do.
That's because
Reflex,
it's
but not
because
reflex.
it's evil.
Yeah, everybody in the room's going to roll it. So
Fuck.
Damn it, I made a net 20
What are
last
we
time I
rolling?
rolled again.
your
Yeah.
reflex save.
Wait, does that include Al or Clay, who just got like swatted across
19.
Oh yeah, this breath weapon's like the room.
60 foot. It's a 60 foot.
Sorry, guys. Tried to help you.
No, why? It's
Fuck
19,
yeah.
sir.
19 does not cut it.
Wow.
I got a 24.
24 does cut it.
13 don't cut it.
Nope. Trey's last roll.
You're good off my best save, so
You
it's
fucking
Yeah, oh yeah.
bitch.
and a +9 on it.
So,
a legendary action, is that something that they just get to do immediately to say, like, for stuff like that, to say,
they
I
get
don't like that?
three of them.
Yeah.
3 of them around. Yeah, 3 legendary actions.
Or
Yeah,
just
dude,
go
read some of the big creatures and shit
Can we
with
use
their
our
legendary
inspiration?
things are
Can I use my inspiration from
just
my god to
nuts.
protect everybody
Like the
from
stuff
this?
that they could pull
only,
off.
I only
'Cause
own the
people
player's
would
handbook,
die.
So
Yeah.
I
No,
have
I
been
can
not
send you the
looking at
link.
monsters on purpose.
Oh,
I can
really?
send you the link to the monster manual if you want.
Yeah, because why would I know? Like,
No.
I'm kind of enjoying this not knowing shit.
Had to ask.
Okay, so 114.
Halved.
And it's
Halved.
It's halved.
God damn.
I inhaled all of it. I was like,
And as you
"Please
guys
come over
see,
here."
like you see that the scales and the flesh and everything, it's starting to become more rapid. Like he's starting to form more and more. But he's still pretty pissed. Especially because somebody just smited him for 160 points of damage.
Get pissed.
Wait a minute.
I'm so smiting him again.
I'm gonna smite you dead, sucker. You can kind of hear him. He's kind of mumbling now, like he's. What are you doing?
I'm drowning on my own fluids right now.
Are you negative?
No, but I'm fucking
God, I
getting
wanted
there.
to use. I never get to use.
Go
turn
ahead, do
undead.
your thing.
No, I never
no,
get to use.
I'm-
They're all like the undead are again. There's lots of them still moving and rising, and
I do because that's going to be a problem.
Adi, can you control them or do you want me to? I could.
Oh, I can kill them.
Sorry?
I can kill them.
Alright then.
All right. Let's see here. I think I have one other.
What
spell.
happens when you go from 152 hit points to 34?
you
That's
lost.
what's happening to me.
You lost a lot of hit points.
That's whatever that is where I'm at.
Okay,
Now,
I'm gonna
there
actually. I can do
used to be
both.
a rule that if you took
Yeah, you had to roll a con check.
50 at once, you had to do a con check,
Alright.
like Andrew said, to see if it was an automatic death. However, I specifically read in 5th edition, they took that out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, you get a roll, like when you go down now, you roll death saves or whatever they're called, and then you
Well,
get
see, I
3
think
of
that's
those, and then
better.
you die.
I think that's a little bit better than just saying, "Oh, well, you have all these hit points, but if you take 50 points,
Well, it's 50% of your total
It's
hit points.
50% of total.
Yeah, if you took half your hit
I
points
could see
in
if it
one
knocked
swing.
you out."
we always house roll that.
Oh yeah. See, the problem with that is though, like even in an epic level campaign, dude, taking half your hit points in an epic level campaign,
it's a
you're
lot.
gonna take half your hit points at one point in time.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna crit on you, and if you fail your con save, you're just knocked out. Oh, goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing my bonus action and my regular action. Bonus action, mass healing ward. Everybody heals 30 points of damage.
Okay.
or
This is the worst day ever.
And then I'm going to turn undead, so 30 feet in front of me. All undead must make a wisdom saving throw. If they fail,
I've been waiting
they're
for
turned
you
for
to
one.
use this
I never get to
spell.
use this spell. If I fail, they're turned for 1 minute or until they take damage. However, I have destroy undead because I'm level 8 or level 12.
Oh, yeah, you got more than destroy undead.
So anybody
Yep,
who
disintegrate
fails, anybody who fails at challenge level 2 or lower is instantly dead.
So, as you cast your spell, reckoning enters your mind,
Yeah, thank God.
and you yell at the top of your lungs, "Death fears light, and I am the light."
Oh man, I'm
And you
fucking light.
fucking gleam into a beam, and it just kind of expels from you, and every single undead creature in here, minus the Dracolich, just gone.
golf clap.
Nice.
Fuck you, bitch.
And like, if you guys,
There's
well, you
skeletons
probably
in my
didn't see,
lungs.
but anyone that was around Addie sees that Addie's like just,
Yeah.
she just kind of flared up,
Glowing.
and it catches you off guard too, like,
It's scary, but I'm happy.
because reckoning literally just took over your mind for a blip. So that's your turn undead spell. Basically, any creature that's undead that's half your level is immediately destroyed in
Oh,
a
that's so
That
awesome.
makes me so
yeah,
happy.
just gone.
I'm gonna write that down. That's important. Thank you.
Yeah, it is.
I never get to use it. We don't fight a lot of undead.
Right. So after that, you look at the Dracolich again. You need the scales and meat and everything's forming more and more. In fact, there's very little what looks like death on him.
So he's no longer undead.
He's kind of fighting it, but he doesn't look like he looks like he's more in his self versus
All right.
what's aware outside right now.
We need to. All right, we can split out now. The circle's not going to do us any good, and it makes it an easy target for him.
All right.
How close is he right now to where the circle
Oh,
was?
he's all over this room. Like his tail's behind you guys. He's a little bit
Okay.
everywhere.
I'm gonna go ahead and move a little away from the targeted zone, and I'm gonna go ahead and slash at him with Ungus.
Okay.
I'm also going to throw my lovely new cantrip, Blooming Blade, onto that, which gives an additional 2d8.
Very nice.
Alright. 11 plus stuff. 1 second. The first one didn't hit. Sorry, just a second.
You're right.
Alright, so... Oh, hit 23?
That hits.
Is a 23 hit? Okay, great. Then the other one will hit as well. So the first attack is 6 plus 13. 8. 17. 30. 30 on the first attack.
Very nice.
And then on the second attack... Heather does math. 27. And if he moves, he also does a 3d8.
Okay.
And I'm going to then scoot back a little bit so I'm not going to get smacked by his tail, hopefully.
So he takes that. He doesn't seem to pick up on it like he did before. Like he's, like you just kind of shanked him.
It's not much compared to the boys, but that's okay.
Yeah. No. It still would have, if he was still, mid-transformation, he might be all fucking, oh, here's another breath weapon. Have this.
Right.
But, Savari, what are you doing?
Everybody's still up currently, right?
Yeah, you can see Kratos was on top of a dead pile, and now the dead pile's gone, and he's not so dead.
Little less
No,
dead.
We're not supposed to kill him, are we?
It's completely up to you guys.
I've got an idea.
The idea that the mission that you guys are on is to recruit Artemis. Azrael said as he left, I will give you Artemis, but it's up to you to figure it out. It basically just...
I'm gonna yell in Draconic parlay.
We all speak it, right? So,
I do.
Stone lets us speak it.
I think, yeah, the stone lets us speak it.
Artemis looks at you and, Yar, parlay it be. No,
Who amongst you calls?
you can kind of see him, and he's shaking his giant fucking dragon head, and he just yells, I am Artemis! And he just kind of calms himself, and he fucking drops his head right to you, Savari, and looks his giant dragon eyeball right into your face, and
Back
said,
my pants.
and he says,
But Savari's still standing there.
come again, elf? Parlay, you're in my lair.
You seek to live again. We gave you that gift. We wish to talk.
Hey, Andrew. I
Yeah.
am going to take advantage of this break in fighting to lay on hands and fix myself.
Okay, good.
I thought he was gonna say to stab him in the back. I was like, oh no, don't do it.
If
No.
if while they do that, I can pull myself to my feet.
Oh yeah, yeah. You guys can just.
I can drop my rage at will now.
Oh sweet.
Okay. So I'm dropping it, and the moment my mind frees up, I'm going to hold on to the totem and try and I'm going to hold on to the totem and I'm going to say, Dravix, we need you now.
Hey, Heather.
And I will say it out loud too, so that it.
Okay.
You're down some hit points, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, I've got about 14 left that I can give you too.
Oh, thank you.
Is that how lay on hands works now? You actually give them. Like,
Yeah,
does it go from your body to them, or?
that's nice.
He's got a set amount of hit points, I believe.
I've got a set
A certain
amount.
amount.
Oh, that's neat.
Oh, that's nice.
That's neat too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes more sense.
Yeah, so
I would agree
it's,
with that.
It's not even a roll. It's just my level times a multiplier or something like that.
That's
so,
cool.
Yeah, I've got 60 exactly.
So you have a giant dragon with his mouth extremely close to you right now, Savari, and he's saying, "You want to call parley, and you're in my lair, shooting me, and trying to kill me?"
Well, you're back to life, and
Aren't now. Witch, shut up. Just kind of looks at Hades and says that.
I give you a look.
Or
You can either
I talk to my magus
You
that
can
way.
either fight and all die. You can go back to the death you so fear, or we can talk and work this out. In my head, I'm thinking, the mental leak's still up. Kratos, I hope that works.
you can kind of see him
Yeah, it makes two of us.
when you grab onto the totem and yell that. He hears Dravix, and he kind of
I can do that now.
especially you, Savari. You see his dragon eye basically dilate a little bit,
Okay.
and he. Who are you?
Thank you.
To me, he's saying that.
Oh yeah, he's looking right at you.
You want to talk?
I am Savari Windstrider.
And what does that make you?
dinner.
A biscuit.
An
Bi
emissary.
curious.
I'm whispering into your emissary. Emissary.
An emissary.
An emissary.
Emissary from Eldrazi.
And you kind of see him relax a little bit, and he kind of takes note of you guys. And
And I just kind of like put my hand back and just do the whole like waving down, like put your weapons down, relax, at ease.
Release him, Gus.
how do you know Eldrazi?
You recruited us.
He recruited all of us, I believe.
For what?
Is he still just looking at Savari?
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to remember because yeah, they
Keep
did.
talking,
they did
Elf.
help.
Is he on his crazy path of uniting dragons once again?
Yes.
Yes.
He wishes to stand against Kissix.
I am Kratos Cairnborn, Herald of Eldrazi and son of Tempest. I am here to ask you to assist us in avenging his father, Dravix's death, by uniting the Greens to his cause.
So when you
And I'll take a knee in front of him.
so when you
When
do
he
that and
takes
all
the
that,
knee,
yeah.
I'll take the knee also.
Okay.
I kick his knee out.
So when you do all that, so when you do all that, he kind of relaxes his wings a little bit, and you can kind of see the tension leaving him. The totem starts to hum, and he notices it,
I'll take it out and place it.
and he. Why would he give that to you?
Because
Because-
he's his emissary.
We are his heralds.
Where is Eldrazi?
Far away from this place.
Why
for
does
what
this
we
place smell like death?
Azrael.
Because
He promised no one would get hurt in Underchold.
He lied.
The whole city smells like death.
He's a devil. What do you expect?
You can kind of see the fire in his eye come back a little bit. And Dravix comes out of the totem, and Artemis literally just drops and bows, and he shifts back down into an elf. And this time the elf isn't all hamburger; he's an actual elf.
I think my elf is
I'm gonna
a
try and
hamburger.
nat 20 his neck now.
And now you're my size. Waka!
Oh, we weren't supposed to do that? I'm so sorry.
And Dravix just looks so ecstatic and says, "Oh, Artemis, my friend, you're back." And Artemis, "I never left." "But you did, friend. You left. You became something that you feared becoming, just to live longer." And you kind of see him. "I took on a demon named Azrael. I did not become a Dracolich. I was never a lich. Was I? You, adventurers, what were you fighting? It was me, was it not?"
It was, but you were undead.
Something that was not living.
What?
The city was besought by death. They worshipped you as such. You were not alive.
When you tell him that, you see like complete recognition in his eyes, and he just breaks down, and he starts saying, it wasn't death, it was me. I did it.
Were you tricked?
I don't remember. I drank a potion to become something.
To live longer than even a dragon could, correct?
Yes. And he looks straight at Dravix and says, "Can you ever forgive me, friend?" And Dravix always just bows to him and says, "You always have a home where you can live with us forever. All you need do is ask." And Artemis bows. And he looks at you guys and says, "Where is Eldrazi?"
He comes to us when... I don't know if you... He
don't
comes
know
to
how to
us when
explain
he
where he's
needs.
I shrug. He
I'll
sent me here
grab
to
the...
find these two.
I'll hold on to the dragon stone and try to send him a message.
We have only our ways to find him.
That's right.
His
I forgot we
actual
could talk to
home
him
is
through
not a
those.
place.
Yeah,
without
he can
place.
kind of sense where you're at. He couldn't really sense it because of the
Yeah.
because of Azrael being here.
Just giving a sense where we are and
Essentially, he's hiding from everyone.
basically just say, FYI, please.
So, with that, the totem shuts off and Dravix disappears, and Eldrazi shows up. "Artemis, they've done it. Thank you all so much. This means more to me than I can ever explain to you."
I'll just incline my head to him.
Same.
Artemis gives him a hug, and Eldrazi.
Tramples us.
No, he's an elf. He's an elf now. He's not a big ass dragon anymore.
It's like a labradoodle. He just lost his
He's
shit.
fucking blick, blick, blick. Oops. Oh god, I killed your team.
Oh,
I made a deck save.
I did it again.
crushing damage is different, altogether different.
So with that, Artemis and Eldrazi talk for a very long time in front of you guys, and Artemis ends by saying, "Of course, I will do what I can to unite my friends, that which I have left." And Eldrazi looks at you all and says, "Thank you so much, Hades, Savati, Aegis. You have proven yourselves worthy of the ultimate tasks. And of course, I am so sorry for your loss. I wish there was something that I could have done. Losing one's friend like that is painful. I know.
There's information that we'll need for our next step.
You want to find Corvain. And you've made a deal.
Sometimes deals have to be made.
This is correct.
But what are we, and any information what we're dealing with now? Feels like we've made a deal with the devil, so to speak.
Not quite the devil, but very close.
Close enough.
I will say that if Corvain is still there, which I am sure he is, I am unaware of your deal. I just know that I knew that Azrael was here. I knew he was the one that came for my friend.
That information would have been good to know.
Sometimes you have to withhold information.
Like kiss it to your brother? That's pretty withheld.
Oh, Addy.
Yeah.
She just mushroom stamped him.
Yeah. So he kind of... It's the first time you've ever seen Eldrazi flinch. And he flinches at it.
Patricide's a rough thing. That's...
So Azrael told you that Kissick was my brother.
He did.
Did he tell you what happened?
He was trying to balance you out.
Not me, my father.
Your father.
But yes, that is exactly right. We have very differing views on what happens when everything becomes good. I believe that everything goes on as normal. Only the dragons are here to save us from the real bad.
And what is the real bad, in your view?
You met Azrael, have you not?
Yes. His kind.
Yes. And other things. Extraplanar things.
There is plenty evil out there. Save the dragons.
Yes.
Right.
And he believes that it has to be there. See, I believe that with all good, we have no worries, and it makes us happy. When we are not in fight for our life and survival, we are happy.
But then we become weak. We need strife to make us strong.
You sound like one of my brother's friends, Aegis.
They do both need to exist in a balance.
Right.
I am balanced.
We're unbalanced.
You're off your
You're
meds.
definitely canting off to a side.
Like we were here, and now you're kind of this way.
Yeah. Like,
Well, I do lean to the left.
it is a...
One's always lower than the other.
Yep.
Can't help
It is a fair assumption to make claims that it is good to not have evil, or it is good to have evil as a balance. But how do you know? If there was no evil, there would be no
That guy
slaves.
told me.
That guy. Do not listen to Azrael. He is very convincing in his ways. When
He is charming.
when he chooses to be. What I want from you all to know is that I will still continue my quest. And I do want you to help me. And trust in me that I know it is right. If we do not eliminate all evil, at least we can eliminate the greatest of evils. And currently...
Man,
Snake men are not evil. They are turned and tortured and made that way.
chicken on a stick.
Chicken on a stick is in fact non-aligned.
Yeah, chicken on a stick.
In fact, there's no alignment.
Aegis,
Both.
you never cease to amaze me, Aegis.
He actually
Tell me about it.
tripped up the devil. It was
Yeah, I mean,
Impressive.
I know how we could get him out of here in general. Just
we just need to
He
just
realized-
talk to him for a little while.
he just-
So, yes, Kisik is my brother. Thravix is my father. The totem you carry is filled with dragons. Not their spirits, not their souls, dragons. It is an artifact that is beyond powerful.
He said this was the weapons? Is that what
No.
he said, or the stones?
This just the dragon totem.
The totem.
No.
Oh, totem.
Yeah.
Okay.
They age normally in there, but they will not die. But if they do escape, they will. My father included.
So it's a much like Under Trolls, it's like a pocket dimension.
Yes and no. It is a plane trapped within that stone, built with a totem around it.
Fascinating.
It
All
took
dragons go there when they die?
not all dragons, just the ones that I choose. It
So
is
how many are in there?
a lot. All of my family is in there because I saved them. It is all that I could do to save them. The lost adamantium dragons are in there. You have met them before. Well, you two have. There are other prismatics. Greens, blacks, evil, good. There are many dragons in it. Filled with knowledge of dragons, which is why I have it. I have given it to you, Kratos, for you to use that knowledge in helping you. However, there are risks. The evil dragons want to do nothing more than escape. Luckily, that has not happened yet. I ask you all to hold your rudder firm. Stay the course. Do not fall into the hopes of, I want all good to be all good. I just want the dragons to be good. My father's failing was exactly that. He wanted to eliminate all evil. I am well aware of the balance. I am a magical creature, and all magic is balance. So please, do not think that I hold information from you to deceive you. I hold it for a different time to tell you. If I was to tell you you're facing the angel of death, would you so half-heartedly run in here and accomplish your mission? Or would you just have given up hope at the door?
Angel
GZ
of
Unbroken
death.
is not scared of anything.
Angel of death. Great elder worm, older than any of us put together is.
Then the greater glory when we slay it.
Probably would have approached it the same way.
My
Hades, you need to turn into a male so you can hold your rudder.
how about that?
I was waiting for it.
I know.
Yeah, it's been hanging there for a little while.
I can't believe it went that long.
Yeah.
Because I chuckled when I said it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Because I pictured Aegis's lip quivering as it was said, like, oh,
He's like kind of reaching into his
I got this.
Yes, Addie, please.
God damn it. I have two things. One, I have something for you from your father.
Oh.
But before I give it to you, can you...
Are you bargaining with
No,
me?
I'm asking you a favor. Can
Just
you
telling you I
please, please send Kratos and I to Max to give him Ulfgar's weapons, please?
I can do this. I have some news that I have to tell you. When you come out of this pocket dimension, Kisik has been very busy. Cholt is no longer grown of forests and trees. And Savari, I am sorry. Cholt is burned. The entirety of Cholt.
It's not called charred.
Yeah.
Sorry. I did out of game.
Yeah.
Addie wouldn't say that. She thinks
Addie's
she wouldn't
just
say it.
renamed Cholt to Chart. Oh.
This is the capital, Briquette.
Charcoal.
You're going through the pass of Kingsford.
welcome to Kingsford Pass.
Sorry.
Rory just steals himself and just goes to like no emotion whatsoever. Like, I'm gonna murder a motherfucker.
It is not the only place that he is struck. He has been.
Tell me he struck there.
Was it Kizik's?
Of course it was Kizik's.
It was Kissick himself. He is doing it as an example to strike fear in those that have joined us.
Soon he'll have a chance to meet Asriel then.
Well, we can only hope. But please remember, he is my brother. And I will take him to that totem. Regardless of what he has done.
How long's it been?
Since that's happened,
How long have we been in this pocket dimension in our time?
you have been here a total
For us to 5.5 years.
22.
22 years.
Lifespan of a dwarf.
No,
22.
it has been roughly about a month. A lot longer than you think it's been, but
No, for us it feels like a
2
year. No, a year.
feels like about 2
Yeah.
sessions. But so he tells you it's been about a month, and in that month's time, Kissick has went up and down the Sword Coast. He has caused havoc, and he has evaded every effort we've put forth to stop him. He has shown himself more and more the same way he did before. I tell you, do not fear. It is not your place to run and hide anymore. The Dragon Guard await you on the surface. They will escort you to another ship. You all remember my ships, I'm sure. Hades,
No.
Oh, no, they
Aegis,
don't know this.
Savari.
Yeah,
You will
just kinda struck.
you will be introduced to a magical device that I've created
Kills you as you
myself.
fall
It does not
to your
kill
death.
you. You must learn to drive, and they are experienced drivers now. So
We experienced a driver diving out 30,000 feet.
I think we told him to jump, didn't we? Or
No, he just jumped on his.
That's right, he did.
he had a crash course in
He
flying
said,
it.
"We're going down," and he jumped out. It
And we
didn't
sat
make a
there.
fucking difference.
No, he died. A lot.
His name was Dale Earnhardt.
Oh, it's too soon. It's too soon. The Intimidator.
So we'll take that to go find Max first.
You can go find Max first, and I will work on figuring out the Corvine.
What is the
Situa-
Corvain? I'm sorry.
That is the name, or Corvain, I'm sorry, is the name of the dragon that has taken over the Iron City.
Alright.
I can tell you that if you do happen to kill him, or whatever,
It's the gold.
yes, but he is not a dragon. He is most definitely a Draco Lich, much like Artemis here was becoming. If you kill him, it will do great things in our union of the Golds, because they despise that one of their own went so evil. So I ask you, please, uniting the Golds would be a huge step in victory for us.
I hand him the locket from his dad, too. Here.
You see him grab it, and he's just,
He says he's sorry.
and he just kind of grabs it, bows, says thank you, and then and you guys are on the surface of Cholt, and the entirety of the Dragon Guard is there.
Chart.
Chart.
underchart.
His age is coughing. What's going on?
I'm breathing in your homeland.
Smells like dead elf.
Click on your camera over
It
there.
just
Why do I smell so much burnt pubic hair? What
they're
the
elves.
fuck?
They don't have any.
No, we're jungle elves.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Wild.
Dinosaurs are all short and curly.
They got the froze down lows.
We go on natural here.
Does Savari seem even surlier than normal?
He's just quiet, just observing everything around.
It's fucking like leveled.
How long? It was only a couple hours to my village, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't very long.
You get the general idea that there is absolutely nothing left in Cholt.
Where's the dwarf's body?
Oh, he ascended.
So that's why you didn't use the paste on him.
Correct. He was taken by his mother.
I want to stop by my village.
I'm gonna step right on a Jesus dick.
Okay.
Just right on it.
That's up to you guys. I don't.
Yeah,
It is
I'd
down
say
and to the left.
Aim lower.
Do you want to do this alone, or do you want us to come with you?
I'm assuming all of us would be. It's not a special trip. It's only a few hours away, but I'm not going to hold things up.
Let's go then.
Kratos is being introspective for a moment and thinking before acting.
The captain.
That's
is-
why he's being
Yeah, the
introspective.
captain's there, and they're all at attention, waiting.
Nod to them because they're good.
What do these
Like
ships
them.
look like?
Like a ship, like the flying ship from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Like a death machine.
So it's like a Zeppelin then? Or
Led Zeppelin.
It's basically it's a boat with giant props that stick up the top, and they're spinning.
A flying death machine is exactly the right description.
Oh yeah,
though.
it's
Okay, no, we're gonna
It's
die.
without a doubt. Literally 1/3 of all people that get into it die because of them.
That's
So
facts.
there is going to be at least one party member that.
Did I say
dies.
Final Fantasy VII?
You
Yes.
did.
I totally meant
Yeah.
the first Final Fantasy. Like
Yeah.
when you got that top-down view of it, that's kind of what it looks like.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll
It's
be
just-
using
it's-
my telekinesis to...
It's definitely facts. We have statistics on our side.
Right.
We know that one person will die. So
Hopefully it's the pilot.
So you can bring someone with you and just throw them off.
then 2 will die because there's 6 of us then. So we need to keep
Point on
it.
Dragon Guards, you with us.
Aww.
I am going to, before I log off for my
Red
night,
shirt.
I am going
Yeah,
to
we're gonna stop here because it's almost midnight. So
take a breath, put Reap over my shoulder, stand up as square as I can, walk over and salute the captain,
he slams his shield.
and I do the same with my fist on my chest and tell him at ease.
Everybody that's there just rests their shield on the ground.
All right, I have some thinking to do about Kratos. So,
Okay.
okay, I'm gonna leave it at that, and we'll go.
Hey, you guys see like probably 10,000 strong Dragon Guard here, just
Oh, wow.
and they're all looking at Kratos, waiting for an answer because he
Are
had.
they all Dragonborn?
Yep, they're all different colors too: blue, green, black, red, white.
Nice.
A lovely army.
America.
America. All right, so we're gonna stop there for the night,
I'll stop stream.
Alright.
and then
Night stream.
that because Al's got to get to work.
Night
Good night, stream.
Thanks for stopping by.